Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the new home of Shine 2019, Worcester, Massachusetts.
That's how we pronounce it?
Yeah, I had to ask the bartender yesterday just to make sure I wasn't mispronouncing it. They call it Worcester here. That's how you say it.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure. Of course, I'm always right on commentary, so why would I lie to you guys? My name's Sturm.
I'm G-Pick. We have the same voice, which is absolutely perfect. But we're also just waiting here for doubles, which is starting up real quick. We just had a little bit of a delay with a couple of the players being able to find the stage. It's a little bit hard to find, from what I understand.
When he says a couple of players, he means Dark Wizzy specifically.
Well, I mean,
specifically Dark Wizzy.
I mean, it also took Leo a bit too to get on the stage. So I don't know what was up. I mean, they are, a bit top-end players. Maybe there's some other media reasons why it took them a while. But hey, they're here now. They're ready to play. They're going to be going up against DM and Sharp. Right, yeah. DM being best Pikachu in New England, currently ranked 4th with a lot of great wins in singles, and also playing Pikachu, who's historically been a very good doubles character. Teaming up with Sharp, who I believe is ranked 11th in New England, who also has Lucina and a Wolf as options. And it looks like he's going to be opting for the Wolf for Game 1. Leo going to be going Joker, and Wizzy, of course, going to be playing the Mario. Fantastic doubles character, as always. Whenever you have a character that has that easy of a pillar combo, as well as great anti-airs, and the ability to mix things up with the Flood, as well as the Cape for extra disruption, makes for a powerful, powerful toolkit.
And don't forget Joker in doubles, because this guy, he's Sheik 1 minute, and then he turns into Sheik with Ganondorf down air the next minute, and it's such a powerful back end on any kind of team, especially when Arsene is up and ready to go. And okay, Dark Wizzy, he starts by pressing forward with that back air, and it turns around the team, really splitting them up here on Smashville.
And it looks like, Leo's just choosing to play a more support role, hanging back, especially when he has both the gun as well as the side B. For disruption. That helps a lot. And then on top of that, whenever Wizzy takes damage, that does give Rebellion meter to Joker.
Oh, did you see that Wolf die? He got F-smashed. He was at 79 after the hit, and he just blew up. That's part Smashville being small, part Joker being insane. And okay, here comes
the second one barely misaligns. A great awareness by DM, though. Just diving up, trying to save his teammate. Doesn't actually get the save, though. And just like that, we have 6 stocks to 3. The blue team absolutely running over the red team. Unfortunately, not really too much of a surprise. Dark Wizzy and Leo do have the first seed here at the event. Kind of justified.
And Sharp just falls to the side to those downward angle guns off stage. They're so dangerous versus these linear, spacey recoveries, and you can see how easily Leo's going to make you capitalize for a mistake like that jumping off the stage, and all of a sudden this red team is down for the count early.
Yeah, at this point, I'm already thinking of Game 2, Sturm.
You're not wrong.
Oh, okay, Wizzy falls off. We have Arsene ready to go. That should be enough, to make it to Smashville. And Wizzy looking already hungry to just steal Sharp's final stock right there.
The burst potential from this MK Leo Dark Wizzy team is already on full display. And you see Leo is one who has gotten a lot of these stocks taken in his ledger in this early Game 1. But Wizzy, of course, he's not afraid to just jump off and go for that forward air down low against the linear recovery, as we mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you have to deal with both the bullets and Mario off stage, it's kind of a nightmare combination.
Now this red team is going to start regaining some of the stage control. They had Pikachu planting himself on Smash and able to get a nice little combo onto Leo on the right side, but the counter was ready this time. And okay, of course, Arsene back air gets the job done.
Ready to hit the serve that Wizzy put up for that. But the one other thing that I like to see in the last stocks between Sharp and DM is they kind of regained their composure, even though they still lost by 4 stocks to nothing at the end. They actually started to really slow down the tempo of the neutral near the very end there, which is good. They didn't just get completely steamrolled for the very last bit. They kind of started to realize, okay, we need to play at this sort of speed. Once we have middle stage, we need to just keep our wall up here, because if we lose our formation, if we let Wizzy get in there and split us apart, that's when everything goes sour really fast.
And, of course, those Dark Wizzy and Leo, as we mentioned, they can just take that momentum and ride with it, right? And that's exactly what we saw there. As soon as that first stock got taken, another 3 stocks followed in the next, 30 seconds. So you really can't allow Leo to get into that position where he just has an incredible advantage state, which, of course, that's so easy for me to say as a commentator.
Oh, yeah, it's so easy for us to say because we never let that happen, because we're never playing against them.
Because I 0-2 out of bracket long before I fight MK Leo. That's my strategy.
Yeah, the thing is, we're undefeated against Leo and Wizzy because we've never had to fight them. It's brilliant.
Here's a fun Smash 4 story about MKLeo coming into Chicago one time. He did doubles at a local it was just him and Mr. R, and then it was just like Chicago regulars. Leo went Lucario, jumped off the stage twice at the start of every single match, and then just Aura destroyed everyone. Because again, that advantage state, and just the way he punishes people for making mistakes is insane, to the point where he doesn't even need those 2 stocks against our local Chicago regulars. But all right, back into this game 2. We're going to Town and City. This is a little bit of a bigger stage. We're not going to see, you know, I don't think we're going to see Arsene F Smash kill at 79 after the hit on Wolf here. But you never know.
There's also the Arsene back air as well that was being served up on Smashville. So I like this stage already just for that. And so far, I mean, Red Team's holding on to their stocks pretty well, keeping the percent nearly even. But there's the thing, Arsene already up and ready to go.
He's ready to play, and of course, this is the scariest part about playing against MKLeo in singles or doubles, is just dealing with this character when he's got that backup on his side.
Wizzy disrupting DM's approach onto... Oh my gosh.
What a great tech.
Yeah.
And DIing that inwards just to make sure that Dark Wizzy stayed alive. Very excellent awareness from the disadvantaged state. But now Blue Team has control of the stage, but Arsene's gone. That's a benefit, at least.
And a big part of that is the Red Team played super conservatively the moment Arsene was up, right? They were being very careful not to extend, and because of that, they didn't get picked off too early, and in fact, they have the slightest lead right now, I'd say. Actually, no, they're a little bit behind, but just an inch.
Well, Joker, he tried to go for some like tethered silliness over on the right side of the stage, and he kind of fell victim to himself. But now, speaking of a little bit of a miscalculated recovery, that is DM falling victim to himself again on the left side. But okay, he gets a stock on the back end. It's 4 stocks to 4.
Okay. We have Sharp trying to keep up that pressure onto Leo, with DM meanwhile keeping Wizzy off stage. This could lead to a lot of damage if they're careful about it.
But they gotta wait out this Arsene, especially Sharp. He's playing very carefully around it, just using these full hops to stay out of like the scary ranges of a Joker. But at the same time, he falls victim to a Mario up smash.
But they still mitigated damage from Arsene. Like that's so huge compared to the Smashville game where Arsene was mopping up stocks, like you pointed out.
Yeah, you got to play very carefully around that character. But now the Red Team has got full stage control here. On the final destination portion, it's going to be hard to climb back into the stage. But okay, a get-up attack from Wizzy opens up a big opportunity to turn the serve. And here comes MKLeo with his own stage presence.
Quick presence by Sharp.
Dash attack, that's a classic
Okay.
Pikachu KO option, especially in doubles where it's hard to keep track of the character. He's so fast, that move hits like a truck. And it's a good burst option to take a stock, especially when a teammate can cover you.
Back throw almost as a trick. I like how after Sharp just throws Wizzy off stage, he recognizes he's not going to be able to find an edge guard without Leo being down his throat. So he just immediately goes back on stage and tries to stop Leo from helping, but...
Now this Red Team split up, and this is a scary place to be. One of them facing down Leo, one of them facing down Dark Wizzy. But okay, Pikachu, these aerials really getting some work in.
This is looking very doable for Red Team. They can find a way to pick up Wizzy's stock right here. They could put themselves in a really good position, and there we go, sweet spot of the Wolf Flash.
That move, you always got to respect it, even if you feel like you can go down there and hit him. If you mess up one time, that'll kill you all the way across town and city. But now the onus is going to be on DM here. If he can hold onto this stock for a while, they can really make this lead extend. And going way low for the spike, but reading that was MKLeo as he goes for a fading aerial of his own. And now, after that scramble, it is going to be once again Sharp down versus these 2 players.
Yeah, this is really tricky. Oh my gosh, going again for that drag down up air. Sharp manages to sneak back on stage. This is so scary though, like how do you even land in this situation? You have Mario's head and then you also have Joker waiting to pick you off if you do anything too extensive.
And here comes the team combo potential 1 versus 2. You got to play so carefully around both of these characters. And we've already seen a couple of those super jump punches out of shield. That's the other thing, is if you try to put on any pressure that's unsafe versus Dark Wizzy, he's going to make you pay. And okay, that dash attack kind of going under like the jump box of that throw, that's a little wacky.
Okay, forward smash just picks it up right afterwards. But yeah, that was looking really, really rough for Sharp. Understandably, he was playing really hesitant to ever commit to anything. He was trying to roll around from potential hitboxes that were coming out, and then the moment he'd dodge past one of them, then the other one would react to the dodge and just smack him in the face a little bit for it. And I mean, it's hard to figure out what to do instead, because if one of them grabs you, both those characters can combo really well off of each other's throws. I mean, 2v1 is usually where everything wraps up real quick from that point onward. There's a reason we pop off whenever a comeback happens in that situation.
Yeah, at this level, I don't really think we're going to see 1v2s be dropped if you're on the 2 side of the team. But that could happen later on in this bracket where there are so many killers here in attendance. And I think if a character is going to be able to get that done, Pikachu actually is pretty strong in a 1 versus 2 situation if you can play super, super carefully. But we didn't have that opportunity because, again, it was Sharp in both of those instances. Wolf also not the worst 1v2 character, but you can just get edge guarded.
Right,
That's the problem.
Exactly. Meanwhile, like, Pikachu has the gimping ability to like quickly snipe out one of the 2 stocks, and that can like set you in an even place.
Now they're just pinning Pikachu into this corner, not allowing him to reunite with his teammate.
But I mean, other than that, like the bleeding's not too bad on the red team. Overall, a very, very slight % lead on them.
But Arsene's back to play. Getting a couple of hits in here real quick. DM not allowing this Arsene to stay in advantage state. Look at them go. But a great tech on the other side of MKLeo.
So much patience coming out from Sharp as well. He's just kind of stalking the backs of the blue team so that it gives them that extra ounce of hesitation if they want to commit any harder on DM.
The right team is playing very great this game. I like this opening stock. And okay, going high though. You're not going to be able to dodge that Joker this time. And okay, Wizzy even turns it around as DM tries to make MKLeo peg.
Yeah, wow. Just like that, you know, we were complimenting red team, but all it takes is just that single moment, and blue team can more than seize the advantage.
Yeah, the burst potential from Dark Wizzy and MKLeo. You see it just perfectly in full display there on the right side of Town City in that exchange. And now, okay, here comes a combo and going to force an air dodge all the way to the right. Sharp will recover, however.
I kind of like Sharp just tossing Wizzy in the middle of the confirmed by Joker, by Leo, just to try to mess it up.
Yeah, he's just saying, okay, are you going to hit your teammate? You're going to body bag him. If you go for too hard of a hit, if you go for like Arsene Bear, you're going to kill Dark Wizzy yourself. So
yeah.
I agree. That was a pretty cool play.
Yeah. The funny thing is it didn't make Leo hesitate at all. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
I think Leo's just so aware of it that he could like maybe force the drag down up air onto Wizzy so he doesn't get the final hit. But that's some theory crafting we can get into later. The Wizzy stock does fall, and he is the only clean stock on the screen right now. We have 80s, 70s, 90s all over the place.
Yeah, a little bit of blood everywhere, and just like that, the down smash. Okay.
Talk about burst potential. That move was nerfed, and it's still insane.
And again, Wizzy with these forward smashes. Okay.
Thought you were safe landing in the center stage, but Wizzy just turned it right around.
Yeah, like he's getting shield pokes off of them, which is the thing that's catching me off guard as well.
The spicy meatball, man. It just cuts right through the shield. I don't know.
The team's regrouping, and just like that, though, Sharp immediately trying to dive in. Oh! You could see the want for the back there right there on the platform by Sharp, just a little bit shy of it.
And I just love that little F tilt from Dark Wizzy where he just knocks Sharp over to the right and then tries to force a high recovery and then read the option afterwards. It's a really smart play on the part of the Mario Man.
Red team forced into this tiny pocket of a corner, both of them on potentially their last stocks for the set. They've got so much damage on the blue team. The thing is, if they can take both of them perfect, this is exactly the same thing that happens to them in the previous game, right? Really high percents with 3 stocks on the board is actually really dangerous, because if you both lose your stocks, it's now just straight to the 2v1.
Does Wizzy have his jump? I have to say he does. Okay. And nice sneaky recovery there, but he's still stuck in this corner versus 2 very tough characters to fight in a 1 versus 2.
Right, especially because you have DM right there on the ledge who's able to cover the platform really fast in response to you jumping up there, and then Wolf can punish your roll get up so hard. Wizzy fights his way back to center stage.
And he's going to have to punish perfectly here. And you see, even that F tilt was a little bit of an overextend with Wolf staring you down on the left side. He's able to get that quick dash tech and just keep you pinned to this corner. And now looking for 2 frames with down smash. That'll seal the game in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. A lot of restraint coming out from the red team. They recognize the danger here if one of them overextends a little too much. Wizzy could turn this around. Oh, DM looking for the spike. A little bit of smash is being thrown out, and Wizzy looking immediately for a kill to even this up. He's not going to be able to find that forward smash. And I think that should do it, yeah. The drag down into the down smash, and DM and Sharp put themselves on the board. But this is always the tricky thing. When you finally get that win on game 3 of a set, then that means you have to deal with 2 of the counter picks from your opponent. But there we go. That down smash absolutely made that game for DM and Sharp.
Yeah, it lasted so long it ate the neutral getup from MKLeo, and he wasn't even intending necessarily to hit Leo's getup because he got Dark Wizzy with it as well.
Exactly, so that extended it.
what a huge momentum swing for the red team as they get on the board here in doubles top 32. Winners round 1 at Shine 2018.
Okay. Not out of the woods by any stretch, though. Especially given the both these players' histories in terms of Wizzy and Leo for clutch plays.
But now to Stadium 2 we go for Game 4. This is one of those stages which allows Joker a lot of room to run. I feel like this is a good counter pick specifically for Joker, where you can just use all this space, you can use the platform drag to do all your drag downs. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Joker here.
The thing that I always think of is Mario on this stage can also ladder really well. He gets a reset on one of those platforms, and if you're not ready with the correct DI, you will just explode your stock at like 60%. It's pretty scary.
And this would be the best stage for Mario ladders if you consider like a Battlefield and a Yoshi's Story ban.
Oh,
so
yes. Yeah.
I have to assume that's what the ban was on the red team. If you're thinking in the lines of what Mario's potential is on this stage. But of course, Mario potentially whacking DM in the face with a forward smash. Taking that stock early once again, which has been a theme so far.
This is already off to a little bit of a tough start for the red team.
And that nair from Joker lasts so long. You see it just in the center stage. He's able to just kind of knock back both of those teammates and take a ton of stage control in the process. And oh my goodness, Arsene killed Pikachu to death.
Pika on DM on his last stock already. Finally, though, blue team loses one of theirs.
That was a nice back air pickup, though.
Yeah.
Just perfect positioning from Sharp to get out of that back air from Pikachu to land a Wolf back air, which, of course, we know the lethality of that move.
Oh, DM just barely out of place in order to take out Wizzy, but there we go. Upstrong does the same trick.
Now that does make it 4 stocks to 4 again, and Sharp has been hanging on for dear life in a lot of these games. And all the games that we've seen momentum go to the, not necessarily wins, but like momentum going to red team's side at any time, it's been Sharp who's been really helpful just because he holds on to that stock for so long. And of course, you can only run from the up smash for 2 minutes, I suppose, here in a game on this stage.
The other nice thing I've noticed about Sharp, especially in adjustments how much DM's being focused down in this game, is now whenever he's in a position to like maybe get a punish on one of the teammates or back up DM, he chooses to back up DM in these situations.
That's super important, especially with Pikachu's kind of a glass cannon character. We've seen some early stocks fly from Pikachu, especially versus Joker. And then Mario's forward smash is another one of those moves that can kill light characters super quick.
And Wizzy doing such a good job. Like, the amount of pressure Wizzy was putting on to keep Sharp from helping DM and then still come by and kill DM for knocking away Leo. That was really great.
That down smash out of dash is so slick from Mario. And he just comes in out of the dash and breakdances on your face on the ledge. It's so cool.
And then he kills you with it.
Easily enough to take out this Pikachu. Okay, what is happening?
Oh, what happened is Wizzy is dead. Still really bad, though. Sharp on his last stock, 114%. This Wolf is on the verge of being put down. That's not stopping him. He's still trying to lend whatever support he can to his teammate.
Yeah, he needs to get in there quick because, of course, this is kill percent for Pikachu if Pikachu isn't too careful, especially versus that forward smash that Wizzy just threw out. He knew how much reward he could get off of that if he landed it. And now, ooh, the Flood going to be really disruptive on the recovery, but Sharp has been so good at those in this game.
So necessary, too.
Tetracon buying some space.
Sharp trying to hold the ground. Being caught off stage, Wizzy keeping DM busy, but Sharp sneaking off the ledge against Leo. That's not easy to do, but right afterwards, we have Wizzy picking up that stock, and it's just going to be DM against 3 stocks of the blue team.
And there's still an Arsene in play for a little while longer. Okay, he's about to disappear. That is a little bit of a relief, but not too much.
How did he thread that needle? Like, he actually landed outside of range of both of them.
That was incredible from DM, and he needed that to stay alive. He didn't throw that needle, he was dead. Almost assuredly versus both these characters. Okay, down throw gets it done, and kind of unceremoniously finishes up that game 4.
Yeah.
As MK Leo and Dark Wizzy move on 3-1, although that was a good display from DM and Sharp regardless. I feel like they started to get some stuff cooking, especially in that game 3.
Absolutely. It's a good display of what I really felt in the beginning of Ultimate, which is like New England and like Tri-State as well. Like, this is kind of the powerhouse of Ultimate right now. And like, we have 2 like New England like natives being able to put up so much work against one of the scariest doubles team in the bracket right now. That's really speaks to the quality of play that this region has. That's why I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, me too. I love being in Boston. This is my 2nd time here. I was at Shine last year, as were you. And Shine this year has turned out to be a pretty great show so far. I mean, it's early going, but still having a blast so far. And you mentioned New England is one of the powerhouse scenes right now in Ultimate. New England also has gone back for a long time, has taken pride in their doubles play.
Right.
A very long time, ever since the what was it? The Mars and Pug West team made their explosive debut at Genesis 3.
That was so hype. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the tournament that's showing our age right now. We've been around for a while, guys.
Oh, come on. That's not that old. You can't say that.
We get to say we're Wily Smash 4 veterans now. This is the timeline we live in.
No, I'm going to call myself a Brawl Minus veteran. that's my legacy. But, I mean, that's what, 4 years ago? It's not.
Yeah.
It's
2016.
It's
not too bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to say that New England, they know their stuff in doubles.
Yeah.
We got a couple more native teams in this winner's side top 32 that we might get to check out later.
I think historically in terms of like established record of like the doubles teams, Mars and Light is the scariest one, in that they've won the past 2 doubles majors they entered. If my math is correct, because I know they won SmashCon, and then they also won Low Tier City 7. Together. So that's already a lot of history. And when they won SmashCon, it was over Leo and Javi, which is historically like one of Leo's absolute best partners across like any game. So it's already like the fact that they're able to put up that big of a fight. I would not be surprised to see them being able to take this doubles event as well.
Of course, Leo and Dark Wizzy, we saw it. They're very formidable.
They're very
good.
Themselves. Absolutely. I mean, what was it? Dark Wizzy got, I want to say, was it first place at Genesis 6 doubles? With Salem?
I think they did win that tournament.
Yeah, and I know they were up against, I want to say it was Mars, and I don't remember who his teammate was at the time. But, I mean, it was also very good stuff. So that's all we have to say when it comes to doubles. Is there's a lot of very good stuff out there. You just got to know where to look.
New England's pretty good stuff in doubles. I love watching New England doubles. These guys are really good at it. And I do see, just as we mentioned it, Mars and Light are sitting down here on the stage. We were talking about this before the block started. This set is going to be a New England team kill, so what a great segue.
Yes.
Man, it's like we're good at our jobs.
Really what it's like is that there's so many New England doubles teams that we were always going to be talking up somebody in this bracket. Like I don't think there was a matchup that we weren't going to be talking up somebody.
Right.
But, I mean, we do have an interesting counterplay here because we do have Mars and Light, the team we were just talking about, 2 players famous for their aggression, going to be going up against Polka and Kiwi, though, 2 of the more setup-intensive players, meaning Snake and Pac-Man.
I'm super pumped to get to commentate this team. Pac-Man, Snake, there's just going to be bonus fruits everywhere, hydrants everywhere, grenades everywhere. And I'm really also excited to see how, again, the veteran, formidable Mars and Light team weaves their way around those setups.
Yeah. Given their history, also just their fantastic movement between both of these players, it's gonna be quite a treat. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna see a lot of things where I'm gonna be like, what? Like halfway through, just in terms of what Polka and Kiwi are gonna be throwing out here. But that's part of the fun of watching those schemer characters, is because you always know they're up to something, but you're never quite sure what. It's like watching a magic trick unfold that also kills you if you don't figure it out fast enough. Right? It's like the Prestige, but with like an extra step for the pop-off at the very end. And
much more lethal, well, in real life anyway. But, all right, here we go, Pokemon Stadium, the new Starterville, as it were. Out here at Shine 2019, Light and Mars are going to be the red team. That's going to be Fox, Zero Suit, Samus. We've come to know them for a very long time in their careers. And it'll be versus Polka and Kiwi. Then this is a great stage for Snake, because Snake likes to plant these C4s right on these platforms on the left and right side, and the platforms are low enough that the explosion hits below them, and it just basically covers an entire half of the stage. It's very violent to try and have to get through a C4 that's planted there. And what's going to matter, though, is Light and Mars making sure there's no time to set up said C4s.
This is an interesting choice. So I kind of like when Light pops up Polka, he doesn't even try to cover that landing, especially with Polka stalling out into the roof, right? He recognizes that that's going to take ages, immediately helps Mars try to corner Kiwi instead.
That reminds me of like any of those Elegant teams from Smash 4, right? You throw Elegant off the stage, and then he has to Luigi missile 3 times, and that's just the perfect time to 1 versus 2 your opponent.
Absolutely the same principle. And so far, very even percents across the board, but oh my gosh.
Everyone's living.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh, and that's the C4 you were just talking about, Sturm, on the platform. That's just going to help extend so much more stage control, especially when you have like the hydrant in center stage pushing people underneath those platforms with the water blast, making them in position to be picked off by Polka's C4.
We talked about threading needles in the last match. There's going to be a whole lot of needle threading going on here if Light and Mars are going to be able to get some momentum going. But so far, Light hanging on to his final stock. Or sorry, his first stock.
I'm going to be honest, this Hydrant just is completely messing up both Light and Mars' ability to weave through these explosives, because it just shoves them gently into the explosive range.
There's grenades all over the place that are just easy to fall victim to, and those do so much damage. Even without the singles multiplier, they're very, very powerful moves.
Juggle situation set up by the red team. But somehow Yellow just manages to sneak their way past it.
And Polka does not necessarily mind playing in this corner, but you got to get Light out of there. Okay, what?
That was nice.
Huh?
Yeah, so Mars paralyzed Polka, and then Light recognized that instantly and up smashed him.
Look, I didn't think he had time to get that done, but you know what? that's vintage Light. It's just like a moment where no one else has the reaction time to just get in there and land an up smash. That's classic Light. And he went down there to try and save his teammate.
Oh, man. Doesn't quite pull it off, but still, that just shows you the synergy that these guys have together.
I thought he almost had time. I think if he fast fell even just like a little bit further, though, he wouldn't have been out of range for Magnet Hands. So that was just as deep as he could go. And now Pac-Man is the one trying to stall up on the top of the screen, leaving Snake to his lonesome.
I feel like Snake alone on the stage can just set up so many booby traps, though. It's not like the worst thing.
Speaking of good 1 versus 2 characters, Snake is pretty good as long as he's in the neutral.
Yeah. Light looking to cover Kiwi, but unfortunately gets picked up by a Hydrant, putting... This is such a tough spot for the yellow team, though. Like, they technically have the stock lead, but they really don't. Because, yeah, Polka's out, and now Kiwi is at lethal % as well. There it is.
Yeah, that's actually a team kill. That was the Polka up air on Snake, taking out the character. And look at this combo go! Oh my goodness, Mars, calm down! What are you doing? How did you sneak that? And then, like, throws him away. Okay, these guys are starting to show their stuff. As soon as I said Snake is a good 1 versus 2 character, you knew he was going to get body bagged. That's absolutely commentary curse. I'm sorry, Polka.
Hey, he's staying calm despite it all. He's not, like, spamming rolls or anything.
You don't want to be spamming roll with Snake. That's a pretty slow roll.
Hey, actually gets the jab out in time. But there we go. Just knocked right into the up smash from Light into Mars. But that first edge guarding combo that those guys pulled off 2v1 against Polka, ooh, that was nasty.
0 to like 90. It didn't kill. It could have killed.
But like it was like a series of traps too. Like they were ready for any air dodge and pick it off right afterwards. These guys are gross. I love it.
That's it. Another to again bring back something we mentioned on the last cast. These top players, you just see as soon as they get that advantage state, they just push it to its absolute maximum. That's something we saw with Leo and Dark Wizzy, where if you made one mistake, you just ate 90%, especially in that 1 versus 2 scenario. And that is exactly the kind of gameplay that Mars and Light bring to the table here.
And it's kind of stressful to watch from the Kiwi and Polka's perspective, because up until like the very end, that was a very even game, right? But then they were both caught at those really high bloody percents, and they were picked off one after another, and that's it in that situation.
It's like playing versus Smash for a Bayonetta, but in doubles.
I mean, that's kind of like what doubles can feel like at times, too. Is like keeping even just means you might just suddenly be in that 2v1 either team, you know?
And that's the best form of skill expression, though, in doubles, is being able to push those punishes to their absolute maximum. But okay, this Light's box is getting body back, and he gets hit by the sniper hydrant all the way from downtown.
That was Mars who kicked the hydrant to disrupt the zone that Polka and Kiwi were setting up, and it hit all 3 other players on the screen.
MVP hydrant for sure. But now Polka is in dangerous percentage here, and Mars is looking extremely clean, despite the fact that he killed his teammate, kind of, sort of.
I mean, he's actually having the luxury to hang back. He's letting Light do all the rush down, and he's just picking off whatever he can with stuns or punishes that he can find.
Okay, another hydrant snipe coming out to Polka, but not going to be able to kill the Snake. He's a big boy. He ate his Wheaties this morning. Not going to fall victim to that. And, oh, okay. That killed Kiwi?
Okay, I thought that was going to save Kiwi, but I guess not. Unfortunate for Polka.
Oh, very unfortunate. And as we mentioned, that last game was so close, but this game has been almost anything but. It's 5 stocks to 4, and this Snake is not going to last very much longer, but he keeps DIing. How is Fox the one to die at 100 from that? Oh, my goodness.
Fox is super light. That's all I know.
All right. A lot of shenanigans going on in game 2, but as it shakes out slowly but surely here, the 3 stocks from Mars is commanding at the moment.
Yeah, like, he's playing the support role so nicely this game. If he manages to get this much mileage off of his next stock, like that will just be it for the yellow team just on that efficiency alone.
And he does this horizontal combo to throw Polka into the corner as well as Kiwi. Give all the stage back. A nice down smash just sends that Hydrant at the perfect angle to pressure the platform. That's Light knowing his stuff on how to counterplay Pac-Man.
Yeah, I mean, New England isn't a stranger to this character. I think Light has also been playing around with Pac-Man, if my memory is correct, as well. So as a result, I think these guys actually kind of know what angles sends the Hydrant at what. This is actually looking pretty bad, though. There's 4 stocks to 2 now for the yellow team, finally taking out Mars's first stock.
The yellow team, they just need to get the ground control right back. And then this is a good opportunity here. It's going to take a little while for Light to get back into center stage because the Fox recovery does take a minute. But okay, Polka instead, he extends over. I feel like they should just be trying to set up right now, you know? Instead of trying to go for an edge guard on the Fox. But maybe he knows something that I don't on the pattern that he's trying to get Light to recover at. But okay. That's, as soon as I mention it, that's Light taking the stock versus Polka.
I can kind of see why they're playing up aggression, because the beginning of the game was them trying to set up like they had in the previous game, and then Light just kept zone breaking over and over again. So at that point, it's like, we need to try something else, or we really need to get rid of this Fox. But
yeah, try to force a share stock.
Yeah, exactly. But look at that, just so much. Just you have Light stalking your shadow on the bottom of the screen, and then Mars is able to jump up and hit you with an up air the moment that he notices that you blink. And that's
nowhere to run from either of them in that 1 versus 2.
Yeah, I had the Hydrant drop down too as an attempt to break it up.
And Light even reflected it.
Yeah, he was ready to go.
Just to be sure. Did you see that clip that someone posted on Twitter of the Sonic Spring getting Tetracarned?
No.
I have to show. It's a clip on Kalos, right? It's like last stock between a Joker and a Sonic. Sonic tries to do the spring really high in the air.
Yeah.
To try and stall out Arsene, and Arsene just Tetracarns it. The spring runs up and kills Sonic off the top. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. I gotta find that clip.
Oh man, that's beautiful. I'll retweet that for sure. But here we go. Game 3 now. Gonna be going to Town and City. Very, very large stage, a lot of room to play around with here. It is interesting because the one thing we noticed game 1 was being able to use C4 to pressure the platforms coming from Polka, but he didn't
Hello?
really... What?
You're firefoxing where now?
Okay.
Oh, that we don't even have time to talk about the stage. Light just goes for something insane at the very opening of this game 3.
Okay. All right. Things are maybe... No, not actually settling down at all. Red team already shoving yellows to the corner.
And this platform swap is not going to be too advantageous, but actually the bounce back from Kiwi, knocking her over to the left side of the screen, helped her out a bit until she dash attacked in the corner, and Mars was there to make you pay. This final destination portion of the stage, I feel like is kind of might be what the yellow team wanted. Just take away any of those platforms.
I can really see that, yeah, just making it so much harder to get around all the little stage hazards and obstacles they can throw out.
Backdoor going to put this Fox in the corner. Not enough to kill at 60% though. So he'll be fine, making his way back to the stage. Kiwi trying to continue some corner pressure onto him. And now this red team's a little bit, they're a bit thrown about left and right. This is going to give the stage right back to yellow. And now these mortars are coming out on the side. This is what Polka wants to play as.
There we go. And this could actually, oh no, never mind. It's still really close though. If they can just take out Mars, they'll have themselves a nearly even game.
Galga ship coming in clutch.
I love it, and it also just keeps Mars comboed so out of range for Light to give him reinforcements.
And now Kiwi is really starting to just put the pressure onto Mars at the moment. But Mars finds one opportunity to try and go for a flip kick spike.
That was actually an interesting ledge trap, because Kiwi tossed out the melon, which would put pressure on like a roll get up there, and then Polka was covering everything else with that back air.
Yeah, the slow melon is kind of underrated as far as the... Oh, another C4 trap on the left.
What? And that's it for Light's second stock. Okay, this is very possible now for the yellow team.
But the platform layout, you see just the high double jump height that Mars has access to. Just he's able to get so high up there, and it's one of those characters that has a much easier time than others trying to pressure those high recoveries from Snake, and you see it leading to even stocks here in game 3. Well, now not even stocks.
That is one thing that's a little bit of a hazard there. We just saw Polka trying to assist Kiwi, but Snake is such a slow running character, he just could not reach Mars fast enough. And Mars is able to wrap up that stock. Now we have one stock apiece for the yellow team.
And Mars just did this sweet custom combo using the grenade explosion into a down air onto Polka. It was nuts, but oh my goodness.
Speaking of custom combos, just ready to pick off right in that one moment to find the boost kick. And just like that, we have Light and Mars walking away with a 3-0. Looking very good in those last couple of games. This is a scary team, Sturm.
They're pretty darn good at their jobs. It really looked like there were opportunities there for the yellow team to hold on, to make that pressure happen. But just as soon as one opening opens up, that's all it takes.
Because like the thing is, like it became clear, especially in that last game, is that when an opening happens, for example, if like yellow team opens up somebody on the red team, right? Both Zero Suit and Fox are such fast characters, they're able to rush forward and assist their teammate really, really fast, right? But if you pick off Snake or Pac-Man on opposite sides of the screen, they're not fast enough to immediately go and disrupt that combo, which means that the red team was able to get a lot more violent punishes on average, even though theoretically like the minefield should be like winning out more often against the offense. It's just when you're getting picked apart that hard every time they get in, and then on top of that, how much more efficient they got opening up the yellow team as that set went on.
Right.
Things just kind of looked more and more skewed as time went on. And
the other one thing I want to mention is just like one of the killer X factors of that Mars and Light team is how often they're just able to turn disadvantage into advantage. Because they get comboed like to the left at one point, and then just suddenly a boost kick opportunity comes out of nowhere.
Yes.
And Kiwi dies at like 40 after the hit. She probably got hit like 2 times on that stock and then died.
It was just a flash.
Insanity.
It was a flash of Smash 4 Town and City, right? Like, oh, you're here against Zero Suit in the air. I'm sorry. Like, this is what happens next.
And then immediately answering right after that was just the classic light up smash to seal the game, finish up the 3-0, and just like the way they pull the trigger on that is so impressive to watch.
It's a joy to. I mean, it's the reason why we love watching these guys in singles as well. And it almost like intensifies it to being like 3 times as much of the fun, because now you have 2 of them, and then like all the combinations that they might be arranged into.
It's cool, especially because these players are so good that they're not like beating the snot out of each other all the time.
Yeah.
Because they understand when to give like the moments of opportunity to the other one when it's necessary. And because like sometimes you see that when you have these hyper aggro players that are teaming together. I mean, they've teamed together a lot, but sometimes when that happens, like 2 hyper aggro players team together for the first time, they both like try to take punishes that the other one should, and they start hitting each other. And we saw a little bit of that, like, you know, the hydrant, but that's like character specific, right? So it's not necessarily like a flaw that they had, and they were definitely like on top of their game, just letting the other take the punishes as needed.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's just the power of rehearsed doubles play. And that's, I mean, it's kind of nice because they're both like the 2 of the top dogs in New England, so like they're already traveling out to like majors together, so hey, why not already team with the guy from your own region who's also really, really good, who you have tons of experience playing with, and just beautiful things happen from there. But
that was a really fun set. I'm having a great time here with you, G-Pick. I hope you are too.
Oh man, I love the sound of my own voice.
I hope you guys can't tell who's talking when the game's happening. But it's been the last time we casted was CEO Dreamland. Actually, that was many moons ago.
That was actually a hugely fun event. I'm so stoked that event's coming back, March 2020, guys. In case you didn't, if you missed it on Twitter, it was like tweeted only like a few months ago.
Hopefully, it won't be on Easter weekend.
Yeah, actually, hopefully not.
It was. Yeah. That one time. That had a lot to do with the issues it had, were just people didn't travel because they wanted to be with their family. But
yeah, I mean, I
it's traveled. A fantastic event. I absolutely recommend it.
Oh, yeah, great time. And it's going to be at the Wyndham Resort, if my memory is correctly. So the CEO Classic venue, if you guys have missed it over the past few years, then you can go back, revisit that Wawa on the corner, the one that all the people there just go into a panic whenever they just see hordes of FGC people just swarming them nonstop.
The venue
for that
has
weekend.
to tell the Wawa 2 months in advance when that weekend's going to be, so they can have extra staff.
Yeah,
because that Wawa's delicious.
It's delicious, and it's just the closest thing to the venue. And like when you have the novelty of like, no, but you got to try this gas station food, right? anybody outside of the region, like myself included, like when I was going, Shaky was like, by the way, you have to eat at Wawa. I'm like, what's a Wawa? And he's like, oh, it's a gas station.
It's a 7-Eleven.
But it's really good. And I just like stared at him. I'm like, only because you told me am I going to do it. Because I trust you, Shaky. But I don't trust anybody else if they were to tell me to do that. But he was right. He's right. Absolutely delicious stuff. But I don't know how we got there.
Yeah, we went on a tangent or two, guys. If you're enjoying the commentary course, you can follow us at our Twitters. I'm LordStorm473. He's G-Pick Smash.
Yep.
We're having a good time. We're having a ball here at Shine 2019 out in Worcester, Massachusetts. Looks like, yeah, I'm getting the word from the man upstairs that we're looking for Wizzy and MK Leo again, which means we're moving on to winners quarterfinals.
Okay.
So
That
Wizzy...
means... Oh, are they going to get to fight Louis Money and Mute Ace? Were those the guys who won on the other set?
No, they dropped the set to Professor MGW and
Jules.
I can't even read it.
I think it's just Jewel,
it doesn't fit.
Right? Yeah, it actually doesn't fit on Smash GG, which is a bit of a problem.
According to Smash GG, that was a 3-2 set, so it went all the distance to Game 5. Top 32 is best of 5 here at Shine 2019, which means you guys are watching more doubles with you guys. Hope you're enjoying the show. Dark Wizzy and MK Leo versus MGW and Jewel will be up next on this stream.
Okay.
On the other stream, there is a BTS Smash 3, guys. If you are looking for more Ultimate action, we do have 2 streams here. They have BestNess and Elegant versus MVD and ESAM. That should be a delightful set. Definitely check that out if you can have both up.
BestNess has historically done extremely well in doubles in both this game and Smash 4 as well as Elegant. I know the two of them, when they team together, they tend to like win the doubles events that they partner up at. And at least in Smash 4, they were doing that pretty consistently. I'm very excited to see how well they do here tonight.
Yes, they're a fantastic team. I love watching them play.
Just the, like, we talk about violent punishes, but when you have, like, Luigi and Ness teaming up together in, like, the hands of, like, some of the best players of those characters, oh, God, things get absolutely disgusting. The amount of PK rockets that I see BestNess being able to set up, like, even if it's 2 people trying to focus him, he still finds PK rockets against some of the best players, period. It's nuts. I don't know how he does it.
We have a lot of Ness in our scene. We do have a player named Matata who's been going on some tears lately.
Yes, I saw that.
Having won a regional last weekend. Congrats to him, of course. But so I know the power of Ness in doubles just from watching that man play. He's a nut. The other 2 sets in winner quarterfinals, I want to cast this one. I don't know if we'll get the chance to. Would be Mars and Light versus Salem and Mewtwo King. That is going to be Salem Mewtwo King rocking the Incineroar Hero team, which that is a team that features one of the craziest, jankiest characters of all time, and then there's Hero.
Yes, of course.
I really want to watch that set. I hope we get to cast that one.
That is actually just going to be very fun to see. Like, it's going to be fun to watch.
It's just going to be power plays. Just all power plays all the time. Pure aggro.
All attempts to just, like, pop off hard for Twitch chat. All the good stuff.
Incineroar, I've been saying Incineroar is underrated in doubles for quite a long time, basically since Ultimate's been out. At our last Midwest Mayhem, Midwest Mayhem Ultimate, we had a team of Incineroar Wolf get second, and it was 2 unranked players in Chicago, and they beat T in Fatality with Incineroar Wolf. That team is good.
Okay.
Incineroar is nutty in doubles, especially if like there's nowhere to run. If you get on a smaller stage, like a Battlefield stage or like a Smashville stage, Incineroar is in your face. He will make you pay for stuff, man. That character is insane.
And now that I'm going through the mental paces, if you have a teammate who can give you serves as Incineroar, actually I can totally see that being devastating to deal with.
Which Hero, I'm not necessarily sure how well Hero can serve, but that's just 2 back. Sometimes you just throw 2 backline, like Luigi Ness. That's just a 2 backline team that works anyway. So sometimes that just is the strategy you want to rock. The other I do want to mention before we get into this next match, because our players are here, the last set in winners quarterfinals is Duang and Pandarian versus Shy Guy and Phantom, where Duang and Pandarian beat Samsora and Nairo 3-1 in the previous round.
Ooh, let's go Washington.
So Duang and Pandarian, I believe they weren't even seeded necessarily in doubles, but they're already guaranteed 9 here at Shine. So congrats to them for making it this far. Hope we might get to see them on this stream in a little bit. If not, they'll be on the other one, BTS Smash 3.
If my memory is correct, I might actually recognize Jewel. Is he from New York? Is he the New York Robin that I've been hearing about, doing like incredible work over there, even though that is as stacked as Hex City?
And this, okay, so yeah, I think you're right. I do think you're right. He is Tri-State. Don't necessarily quote me on that. If someone wants to tweet at us to confirm the region of these 2 players, but I know a thing or 2 about this team because there's a team in Minnesota that rocks Robin and Greninja, and Greninja is just your classic frontline, right? And then you just have Greninja throw to Robin, and Robin smash attacks you in the air because that's how Robin works, and you just can make some crazy power plays happen when you have your formation as you want it lined up. So this team, do not sleep on Robin and Greninja here, even though this is the #1 seed in the tournament, MK Leo and Dark Wizzy, which you've talked quite a bit about in their previous match.
Yeah.
But here we go on Pokemon Stadium.
It's one thing that I'm finding interesting is that the blue team is trying to focus down Professor here, even though like you have Robin just by herself in the corner of the stage trying to pin down the frog. It's an interesting choice, but they still managed to take out Jules' first stock.
I think it makes sense because, like we said, the frame data advantage absolutely is Greninja of the two characters. That's going to be the hardest one to fight of them. But when Robin's off the stage, it's just even in one moment, you have the awareness on MKLeo to run off on the side and get those back airs in and get the stock. So I think it makes sense, especially considering the speed and just the power that MKLeo has on your team, just to get out there in time to get those edge guards. So as this shakes out, it is going to be Joker with the lone remaining third stock. But you try to roll out of the corner? That is a great trap from Jewel.
Yeah, because you also had Professor, right, standing at the roll-in distance as well to pick off Leo if he tried to go that way. And Leo can't jump, otherwise he gets picked by the arc fire. Very good stuff. Once again, we had like the arc fire on the ledge is always a menace in this game, and there's just so many more opportunities to find it here in doubles. Once you get one member of the team shoved off, just toss out that fire, and you can even forget about it in case the teammate tries to ambush you.
Yeah, it's a good little bait and switch opportunity here, and actually enough time to even throw out this Nosferatu in doubles. I'm shocked that Wizzy wasn't able to get there in time, but he was a little bit waylaid, I believe. But this is the position that blue team absolutely wants to be in here, is just ledge trapping the Robin, not allowing Robin into neutral even one time.
And at the same time, they're able to do a pretty good ledge trapping on Greninja as well. Like, they got a fair amount of damage there. Oh, yeah, that's just a beautiful drag, like, drop through platform up air drag down into the up smash by Leo.
But Greninja answers right back, getting a big up smash of the zone. That move, that's still a killer. I always sleep on that, how strong that up smash is from Greninja. It hurts like a truck. And that's going to put Wizzy down to his final stock. This is a pretty even exchange of events going on so far here, but now the blue team is starting to grab the stage slowly but surely as they knock the Robin aside once more.
And once again, focusing hard on Professor, taking advantage of how long it takes Robin to come back to the stage. And Professor just sneaks his way back in and finds himself a KO.
And it finds another one! What a great down air coming out from Jewel.
And what? What is this nonsense? I'm scared. Like,
hold me. And there's I have a friend back home who plays Greninja, but we play like casually. He would like always go for Shadow Sneaks. I'm like, stop doing that. This is like back in Smash 4.
Right.
Like that move wasn't really the greatest in Smash 4. In this game, it has some uses.
It has like a high enough like base knockback that if you toss it out in those edge guards, like you can kill stocks so early. And because it's off stage, you can't necessarily see the shadow existing off there either. So you just kind of have to guess whether or not that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, you don't get to see it on the ground.
Exactly. There's no ground to see it on. But here we go. Game 2 going to be going again to Stadium. And I feel like Stadium as a stage, like it is pretty good for Robin and Greninja. Greninja, of course, favoring stages that are more flat in nature, getting a lot of drag down, being able to control the stage with Shuriken. And I think the same thing as well for Robin, going to be able to have a lot of the same space control thanks to Arcfire and the Thoron family of projectiles.
It's going to matter here. Oh my goodness, how did Robin avoid that forward smash? I was about to say it matters how Robin sneaks out of these corner pressure situations because that's going to be one of Robin's main weaknesses, getting off the ledge, right? And that seems to be what blue teams are trying to take advantage of. But so far, Jewel has been sneaking through these, like, again, just weaving through these tiny little windows of opportunity that he has to get back into neutral, and you don't want Robin in neutral. Oh, but that's a team kill.
Very unfortunate stuff. It's not slowing down Jewel at all. Still looking to try to take out Wizzy, but Wizzy finally lines up that forward smash he's been hunting for. Up Arsene.
And this is a scary percent to be at for anyone on the yellow team here because just Arsene's kill power definitely rivals the 11 sword for sure. And of course, Mario's F smash is 11 sword of its own.
That was just like a cheeky little bait by Wizzy, tapping Robin's shield but being out of range of the punish and then just punishing right afterwards.
And now Joker's trying to put on more corner pressure versus both of these characters, keeping them in a disadvantaged state. Now Wizzy's answering right back.
Yeah, beautiful disruption by Wizzy. Oh, what a pickup by Leo. He obviously planned to get hit, so he'd be put in that situation.
Send me over there so that Wizzy can land a neutral area. I don't remember what the move was that Wizzy used to serve, but just perfect positioning. Again, turning disadvantage into advantage.
This is, like, the first game was looking really, really good for Yellow Team, and Blue Team now answering back with 4 stocks to the one last stock on Professor MGW.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of those 1v2 situations where you really start thinking about game 3, I think, if you're in MGW shoes. But he's still taking his time here, not overcommitting, but he's going to... Oh.
That's cheeky. I kind of like it.
I don't know how I feel about that. That did, like, no knockback. Because
it sends a message.
It sends a you countered, like, the early turnaround of the Mario back throw, and it just sent him nowhere. That's weird. That's weird to say that Joker's counter off of anything sent someone nowhere, first of all. So
if you think about how strong that hit is, it actually sends pretty far. Because, I mean, if my memory is right, that back hit's, like, not too strong in this game. But in terms of counter pick here, I would assume that FD is banned. If not, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an FD pick. Just in terms of, like, just completely denying any platforms and making it as hard as possible to get around. For the Yellow Team, I mean for the Blue Team, or alternatively, Town and City I could see, and I hear some Smashville music, so it might be Town and City, or it might be Smashville.
Town and City is Final Destination a third of the time, so if FD's banned, logical place to go. Or Kalos could be, if Kalos is banned too. Like, if you really want to avoid FDs, you first ban, well, FD, then you ban Kalos, because that's like FD with little side platforms.
FD with wings.
FD with wings.
Here we go. We got Town and City. Yep, you called it.
So here we go. Game 3 between these two teams. First one was a shocker of a game where Yellow Team came out with just crazy burst damage and put on the hurt onto the #1 overall seed of the tournament. But a great answer right back in Game 2 as we go into Town City.
Right now, Blue Team trying to split up the Yellow Team as well as possible.
Oh, but going really low here and too low, as it turns out.
Oh, and that's also going to be it for Professor. He was getting carried by a ceiling combo. Didn't get killed, but then got picked off by the reset on the platform. And Blue Team already setting themselves up really nicely for this Game 3.
Just perfect timing on the Arsene as well. Just take out Jewel in that situation. No advancing hitbox on the recovery of Robin. You do have, you know, the L-wins that go below you, but that doesn't help you as an aggressive maneuver. So you're very vulnerable to things like a Ganon Dare on a Sheik's body, as is Arsene Dare. And going so deep again. Look at this. How aggressive can MK Leo be against this Robin?
I mean, honestly, credit to Jewel to just stay in the blast zone a little bit longer to not get picked off by that back air. That shows, like, we were just talking about how scary it is to recover as Robin, to have the restraint to go for that riskier route. That's very good.
Now Greninja's trying to fight away this Joker a little bit to just give Robin a reprieve, because I feel like he's been on this edge for the past 30 seconds on the right side of the stage. And oh, turn around to Thoron. A little bit over-aggressive was Wizzy, and he pays the price with that quick, bursty projectile.
Meanwhile, we also have Professor tossing out a lot more of these tiny shurikens as a way of disruption. I think he's just trying to do whatever he can to, like, stop the bleeding without actually putting himself at risk. Because if he jumps in and gets picked up by, like, a Mario up smash, that could be it. Or the back air. Extremely bloody Robin here.
He did get a chance to blow up Leo on the right side of the screen with the arc fire into the up smash attack, but he will pay the price as that stock does fly off the top of the screen as well. So now down to last stocks in Game 3. But again, just this adaptation continues, I think, from the Blue Team, right? They're playing so aggro off stage now versus this Robin. And Dark Wizzy is keeping the Greninja at bay enough for a long enough time to allow Leo to do his thing.
Yeah. Just making sure that they have that Robin in the corner at all times. They don't want to be served up to any of those attacks.
Now trying to take your time here is MGW. He doesn't want to overcommit into an Arsene, right? So he's just kind of keeping him at bay, keeping him across the stage. But now look at Arsene go!
Ooh,
but attack!
Yeah, what a good answer from both players. And once again, Jewel sneaking his way back onto that stage. Things are looking more and more dicey. Oh man, Professor already being caught in the 2v1. And that's the thing that's scary, is like, even though they're trading blow for blow between these two teams, it is still an entire stock for both members of Blue Team. It might not even come down to that. We might see ourselves a 4 stock. Never mind.
Smash attacks in the sky. Pretty good, as it turns out. But now, I think he might have overextended there. He finds himself in a corner position. Wow, all these parries. How did you do that?
How did it? He's playing Robin. That's incredible. Like, the confidence to be between those two characters and know exactly when you can throw out those smash attacks. Ultimately, you know, there's just so much damage you have to do to be able to survive that scrap fest, so to speak. But still being able to last that long, I am so impressed.
that was incredible, even though it did end with a dare onto Mario's shield, where Mario's just like, okay, you're dead now. But what a crazy turnaround almost. Jewel was able to take this. You said it was almost a 4-stock, and then he was like, nah. 2 stocks fine. Yeah, good enough for me. And of course, there you see MKLeo getting the turnaround in the spike on the nethers of the stage, and Dark Wizzy answering again on the right side.
That first interaction just set the tone for the entire game, right? Like, they just took the first 2 stocks immediately, and at that point, even though the rest of the game felt more like they're trading hit for hit, that's all you need if you already have that much of a resource advantage right out the gate. And it's hard to be able to find those same moments of opportunity against this team as the set has gone on. We're going to have ourselves, I assume it's going to be the same counter pick coming out from the yellow team. Yes, it is, Town and City.
Game 4 we go. Like, the adaptation absolutely needs to be on yellow team's corner, right? They need to come up with something. The babysit the Robin works for just long enough that you can feel confident in it, but then suddenly Leo finds one opening again. Like, this is just the thing that top player teams do. They find those openings and they capitalize in a giant manner. As we saw in Game 3, where there's that turnaround double stock exchange was... Oh, I mean, there's an answer right back as I'm talking. But, okay, Wizzy, calm down.
Jewel is playing so aggro. Like, he opened the game running straight across the field as Robin. And he's, I guess, essentially they're going to put Professor as playing the full support with... almost getting that shield break set up. Very scary stuff.
Wizzy's lucky that poked.
Yeah, actually, very lucky.
Of course, a shield break in doubles is harder to punish than a shield break in singles, of course, when you have a fast teammate on your side. Like, I don't think MKLeo's Joker would have let a shield break punish just get hit by a full smash attack or something. But still, it matters. And, of course, the cape from Wizzy on the back end to make sure that the Robin didn't go uninhibited for that aggression is, like, the difference in the game. But, of course, now Leo's down to 1 stock. As soon as I mention that,
this is a huge change of pace for the yellow team right now. Being able to find so many moments of opportunity against Leo to take his stock early. And the huge thing is, like, when you take a Joker stock early, that means that's 1 less Arsene activation you have to worry about for the game.
And this Arsene's already out pretty early, although, of course, this percentage range is kind of where you want to have Arsene anyway, so not necessarily the end of the world for Joker here. But he can't take too much of a beating. Although Wizzy does have 3 stocks, so that is a good thing in the side of blue team.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of more retreating play from the yellow team, just, I think, taking account of Joker's Arsene and trying to just wait it out. There we go. Arsene is going to sit back in storage, waiting to come out again.
In the pockets?
In the pockets, I guess,
Where does he go? Does Joker have, like, a lamp or something? I didn't...
It actually goes in the mask, but anyway.
I didn't... if you can't tell, I didn't play Persona.
But. Okay. That's why I played it. Anyway.
All right, back to the game here. Joker is being forced to recover once more, and of course that Arsene recovery is a little bit more vulnerable than the regular Joker tether recovery, so you have to be very, very careful. And Jewel almost turned around and took that stock immediately. Cross-up roll from MKLeo, allowing him to put on a little bit more pressure onto these teammates. Okay, there goes Jewel's stock, 3 stocks to 3, finally tying the thing up.
Almost. I mean, we have a pretty bloody Joker right now. Yeah, that up air is going to go ahead and do it. It's 2 to 3 right now. Wizzy has to play pretty careful with this stock.
He has his jump safe, so he's fine. Okay.
We have Yellow Team. You saw the amount of pressure Yellow Team was throwing on that edge, just hoping to take out that stock. Because if they could just get that stock and force the 2v1 this early in the game, that would force the game 5 for sure.
After that early aggressive play from the yellow team, I think Dark Wizzy has played his role very, very well, where he's just held onto that stock for a long time. When Leo did have to share the stock, he was only at like 70%, which is excellent stock tanking. Just classic doubles play from Wizzy. He's not playing too aggro at all, but now he's getting a little bit of a beating from this Greninja on the left.
Yeah, and all the while, just the ledge trapping coming out over and over again against Leo, putting him up to a solid 66 and using up all of Arsene, but unfortunately an SD coming out from Jewel. This is now, just like that, everything turned around. It's still possible. Robin has the kill power. With the right move, can take out either of these characters, but it's very challenging.
Yeah, and now Levin's sword is depleted. It's going to have to recharge for a little bit of time. and you're going to take a beating here over on the right side of the stage. This is the situation
we saw
that
the previous
team wanted, right?
Yeah, but like this is something that we saw Jewel earlier, right? We were complimenting him just on the previous game of being able to compose himself so well when he was up against 4 stocks. Here he is up against just 2. If he can find those moments, there we go.
That's one down.
He's got to deal with Arsene. This is the 3rd Arsene on this stock, if my count's right.
But now you got to beat the best player in the world in a 1v1, so that's easier said than done. Of course, 125% really just means that one Levin sword activation should be enough. But of course, still not there in time. You saw that was a fair. If that was fair with Levin, he was dead.
The movement, the wave bounces, and these double jumps coming out from Jules are so great. Here we go, Jewel coming up.
Everyone's living. Oh, this is scary. And now Arsene's gone. This is a good opportunity here for Jewel to tie this setup.
We have look at Leo fishing for some of these confirms, though, and there we go, the diving back air, and he just barely finds it. What an incredible play coming out from Leo and Dark Wizzy, though. Almost getting a Game 5. Professor MGW and Jules, definitely 2 players to watch for very much here. My gosh. I love doubles.
That was a sweet set.
I'm just gonna say, seeing the amount of work that those 2 guys are able to put in with a bit more of an unconventional team against, the #1 seed here at this event. And especially just like the change up in that last game. If it wasn't for that SD, that's all I'm thinking about in terms of that Game 4. Like that was absolutely looking like a nail biter Game 5 otherwise. Because that SD put it down to a completely last hit situation.
Right.
Yeah.
That could have easily gone to Game 5 if things just shook out a little bit differently. But of course, that's why you played the sets, right? And so MKLeo and Dark Wizzy will make it to winter semifinals here at Shine 2019. And they're still looking clean. They didn't get out of it unscathed, but they're able to dust themselves off, recover, and doubles will be finishing up tonight a little bit later. We have a couple more sets to show you guys to get into top 8 doubles, but until then, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more Smash Ultimate doubles. Welcome back, guys. We're here doing doubles top 32, getting into top 16, thereabouts here at Shine 2019. I'm still Sturm.
I'm still G-Pick, and you're still excited for the next set that we have.
That is correct. I'm pretty pumped. Well, we are going to be going over to the loser side.
We're in losers. That's right. But still, it's coming up.
I think we might get. I'm not sure. Production might be able to correct me, but I think we're going to get that Salem and Mewtwo King team maybe later on in their winners quarterfinals. So yes, I'm so excited for that. But that'll be happening a little while from now. We're going to be jumping down to the lower side of the bracket first. We're going to be seeing a couple of tri-state regulars.
Yeah, Rafi X and Exiled, I believe is his tag, going to be going up against Juice and Beast. I do know Juice was like always a bit of a hidden boss, even in Smash 4, and even now he's ranked like #1 in Philadelphia. With a bunch of great wins under his belt. Fantastic Zero Suit player whenever I have seen him play. Beast is a player that I have less experience with. From what I understand, he's a Pokemon trainer, I think ranked like around #4 in Philly. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but it's something quite high up in the area. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what they can pull out here. I know Rafi has been doing really well this season. He got 9th at SmashCon. Is my math correct there? Is my memory right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I don't think he quite got top 8, but he went on a crazy tear at Super SmashCon. He's been maining the Robotic Operating Buddy for a very long time. Dating back, I think even to Brawl, right? Or has he been around Brawl?
Yeah, in Brawl, he was maining Rob back then as well. You were absolutely correct. Yeah, Wi-Fi Warrior back in those days. It looks like Exiled is a Bowser, which is a lot of fun to see in doubles, actually. Bowser is a character who can book it like a speed character in doubles and then still has the absolutely heavy killing power that you'd love to see to pair up with a zoner grappler kind of guy.
The main weakness is you can just get combo to heck and back, right? Because Falco's a very combo-heavy character. Pokemon Trainer's a very combo-heavy character that Bowser can take his lumps if he's in disadvantage for too long. But he can also turn it right around in an instant and get some very powerful stocks taken if you find something like a back air. But oh, what a snipe from Rafi.
Oh, Rafi looking to pick it up as well and finds himself the 2nd kill off the side. So far, a pretty good start by the blue team, but they're bleeding pretty hard right now, so they might get snapped back at them immediately.
Yeah, they got to sneak out of this disadvantage state. You see Bowser going for big up air combos. You see Rob going for big up air combos. Okay, Bowser does fall victim here, and he loses his stock.
Interesting choice. Rafi looking for the edge guard as opposed to assisting his teammate being caught by Juice's Falco combos.
Yeah, but you see how long it takes. It's another one of those teams where like one of these characters is so strong, but he takes so long to get back to the stage if he needs to do it carefully, especially versus a character like Ivysaur, where that dare will just kill you like from crazy ranges, right? So, and Rob's a big body, so he can be hit by that pretty easily. So he has to take his sweet, sweet time getting up from the ledge here if Ivysaur is trying to kill you. But what a turnaround again. Rafi is just finding crazy stocks every which way as he gets a down smash to kill the Ivysaur. But Charizard gets the last word, I suppose. Gets a big back air KO as well.
Once again, I think the focus here for Rafi is just looking for as many edge guards as possible. He has a lot of confidence in his ability to line up that robo spin.
And the arm rotor is such a strong move.
Yeah.
Especially versus like a linear Falco recovery where you just find that right angle and there's nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide. He's going to fall victim to it every time. But okay, here comes Bowser. That fair off the side of the stage is very violent as well.
That's barely not going to kill Beast. He's managed it right back onto the stage. But meanwhile, Rafi's just trying to stick as hard as possible to whoever's furthest off the ledge just to find those same KOs that have been helping them out so far.
Yeah, he doesn't mind positioning himself in these corner spots where, like, you know, if you lose the neutral exchange in the corner, you're going to be thrown exactly here in a tough spot versus Ivysaur. But if you win the exchange, you can just get a stock easy, too. So he's playing high risk, high reward.
Oh, Juice, yeah, meanwhile, trying to assist Beast. He's not able to find it, though.
And that'll kill on the neutral, get up for sure. That arm rotor's so strong. It's going to force a share stock here, and Juice is bleeding on the Falco.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how he's going to... Yeah, he's definitely
what?
just... Okay, it worked.
Did he just...
Yeah,
Hello?
absolutely, Sturm. And hey, it worked, so great play.
If that had killed, I would have lost my mind. I kind of did lose my mind anyway, but all right. Calm down there with jab lock flare blitz. Okay, what is this game?
So, I mean, honestly, not the craziest thing, just because you have a teammate to back you up, right? Like, Falco has his laser to just, like, snipe someone in the head if they try to, like, punish the flare blitz. It's not the craziest play.
But
oh, that could be it, yeah. I love the attempt by Beast to try to interrupt it with the up air, just barely misaligning it. And this is now going to be pretty tough. You have Rafi just setting up a wall of projectiles as well as the threat of the rotor arm. And then on top of that, a Bowser just stalking the ledge get-up area.
And Charizard on the ledge has nowhere to go. Yep, forward tilt gets the job done. Heavy versus heavy. It's going to be Bowser winning the day this time. I do want to mention something, a weird interaction in doubles I saw the other week at a regional, is that you really don't, if your teammate gets grabbed by Bowser, like the Bowser side B, the Koopa Claw, you don't want to get hit by the flying Bowser, because that kind of has weird knockback for some reason.
Oh, okay.
If it hits like your teammate or if it hits the other teammate on the enemy team, it'll just kill really early for some strange reason sometimes. You have to be very careful about that. So Charizard going for that up air was, you know, I think it was probably still the right play because you were down so much and you were going to lose your teammate and be in a 1v2 otherwise. But you could also just kind of blow up if you're not careful.
That actually explains like kind of the restraint in that spacing as well then. Yeah.
The up air from Charizard is probably one of the better moves, I think, because it's just a big hitbox, right? You can do it pretty safely if you have the spacing right, but it's still, you have to be very, very careful in that instance.
Yeah, it's Smashville is the counter pick for Juice and Beast. I find this...
we're just get the Bowser closer to me, man.
I'm really confused just because, like, Rafi was looking for those rotor arms so heavily in the previous game, and you're now giving him an even shorter side blast zone. But Beast managing to survive that. He's forced to switch to the Charizard in order to make it back onto the stage. And Rafi's still looking to keep that edge guard. And he manages to clean it up right afterwards. And all through the while, Exiled keeping Juice completely occupied and taking out that stock as well. A nearly clean first two stocks by the blue team.
This might be a slap, G-Pick. This might turn into a 3-0 slap. We'll have to see. Rafi is out of his mind with this rod right now. He's like putting the team on his back. And that's not necessarily to say like anything bad about Exiled, because he's making great plays too, and they're just all working out. Hello?
What a beautiful punish on the flare blitz there, just picking up the hit right afterwards. Rafi, like you were saying, man, Rafi is just finding the moments to take the last hit for some of these stocks. This counter pick, I really am not about it, Sturm.
Yeah, you just get the Bowser closer to me so he can kill me even faster. That's clearly what's happening. But okay, there you go. Juice getting the back air over on the side, and then another back air, enough to take out the Bowser stock. But still, you have such a mountain to climb here in Smashville. Okay, Battle of the Heavies once again starting up. Charizard trying to back air, but look at this giant...
that flamethrower is actually so huge.
It's half a Smashville.
Yeah, it's not only huge in terms of size, but in terms of gameplay ramifications, because that put Beast at death percent for that up smash. And now we just have Juice at 100%, nearly on the verge of dying, but being able to pick up that edge guard against Rafi. still really important stuff for Juice to be able to hold on to this for as long as earthly possible.
That is incredibly important here.
And that might actually be it.
He gets hit immediately by an arm rotor. As soon as you need to hold on to that stock for as long as you can, and then that's it.
Because that arm rotor, it is disgusting because it's placed to cover, a jump get up and a neutral get up. And meanwhile, you have Bowser standing at roll get up distance. So if you do a get up attack, Bowser can run forward and punish it. And if you do a roll, Bowser can react to that and punish that as well. That actually kind of covered everything just in that placement. So Rafi and Exiled looking even more dominant in that second game. I really cannot stress enough how much I'd like to see them go to a stage with a large side blast zone here, Sturm.
Gee, why is that, G-Pick?
I just have this feeling. I have this feeling that Arm Rotor won't be killing at like 60% off stage. But I don't know.
Or giving Bowser smash hills with fair offs. Okay, Town and City is the pick. Thank you.
Okay, so I can understand why at least you wouldn't necessarily want to go here, because now you're just like, okay, well, Rob won't kill us immediately off the ledge, but now Rob is going to be a nuisance when it comes to camping, right? I can see the push-pull that was maybe going on in their heads.
The platforms on the side also help a lot with those recovery mix-ups that Rob needs to sneak by, like an Ivysaur trying to dare you with the ledge, or a Falco trying to dare you with the ledge, or anything of that sort. So, it helps out Rob's disadvantage a little bit off the side. We saw how much Rafi X likes to play off the side of the stage, so it makes sense in my mind why they would want to stay away from the stage, which Smashville just didn't work.
So we'll see how this one pans out. Already a strong opening play from the red team.
All right, they're getting their lumps in. This is what you got to do to Bowser, right? You get these Falco combos started. Start beating him up.
And I love the disruption that Beast was playing on the ground level, too, just getting in Rafi's way the moment he tried to interrupt Juice's combo.
And you can do the same thing to Rob. He's combo food as well. So Falco, as a character pick, makes sense as long as you can land the hits. And that's the thing, is the hits haven't necessarily landed the way you want. And Rafi X has been taking all the momentum over to his side. But as I say it, there we go. Red team on the board first in game 3.
Yeah, taking off Exiled stock. And we have Rafi trying to play that more disruptive role with the top end lasers at a distance. So far, not really able to do enough to keep Red team from smothering his teammate.
And Exiled really trying to reach over the side and help out, interrupting that Falco combo onto the Rob. But now he's going to pay the price for it himself. He's taking his lumps again here versus this Falco. Juice is starting to move and groove.
Yeah, the thing I've noticed is he's already getting a bead on what Exile does when he's in the middle of a juggle, right? He's got hit by the down air the first time. He's already ready to go to block it the second time, but being picked off by the top off stage again. Rafi being the edge guarding monster of this set.
And Rafi taking all of his time. The final destination portion doing no favors to him. And wow, and another spike on the right side too. Juice is moving. I love it.
This is exactly what the red team needed, the air in their sails, especially after the way the previous game went.
With that said, though, Rafi did take a couple of stocks, which just means that this game is evened out.
Almost. We just have a single stock lead, for the red team.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read that incorrectly.
It's all good, man.
And now Squirrel going to go in onto this Bowser. This is one of the matchups that Beast, I think, really wants character-wise, like Pokemon Trainer versus Bowser. You want to really get that Squirtle in there, get those ladders started. But now that Ivysaur is here, you can maybe try to sneak a combo into an up air or into a dare on the side.
And meanwhile, Juice just cleans it up with a very high ceiling forward air. And that could be it. Oh, just barely out of range of the forward smash coming out from Juice. But in the meanwhile, red team is absolutely going to take whatever damage they can get on this robotic buddy.
All right, that's enough to... No, it's not enough to kill. Great DI on the part of Falco. Staying alive. But not gonna DI that one.
Beautiful catch by Rafi. Picking up on the misstep on the platform.
But Bowser at 179. Yep, that fair is going to get it done. And Town and City very much working out for the red team.
Okay, I kind of respect Rafi looking for that cheeky side special just right off the edge of that platform.
I mean, you might as well.
It also worked to disengage, right? If Juice had blocked everything, then, Rafi still gets off the platform and gets another chance to recover.
The thing about this style of... Okay, it's not going to matter. That forward smash will get it done. The thing about that style of play in the 1v2 from Rafi X, though, is if he spends too much time off stage, he actually could just run out of gas and die. That's something that is a win condition for the two team.
Yeah.
The red team in that position is just kind of like, okay, Rafi, I'm going to let you have your fun. Maybe you get a stock. I'm just going to exhaust you of your options, and eventually you can't keep playing this edge game. That's something you could have done there, but of course, getting a grab into a forward smash is just way cleaner.
Victory by fuel crisis. Very, very true to life stuff. But yeah,
I don't want to talk about politics on this live stream.
That's as deep we'll get. I promise. But
so red team does get on the board.
Yeah. Juice and Exiled doing fantastic work right there.
Town
I mean,
working
not
out.
Juice and Exiled, Juice and Beast doing fantastic work right there.
Town way better pick than Smashville.
So here's the thing. I feel like in that same vein, they do have, I believe, a DSR, right? So they're not going to be able to be taken back to Smashville because that was the team, the stage that the other team just won on. So I figure, I actually didn't even catch the what their stage pick is, but I think we're going to try to ban out the other small side boss on stages, I would hope. And just kind of keep up that same play, because as soon as they weren't dying off the side of the stage at like 70%, you saw just what a transformation, plus how much more confident, especially Juice was on the juggle. Yeah, Kalos, this is, I think, another very nice stage for the red team in terms of being able to have that longevity off stage.
We saw how much easier it was to ledge trap and edgeguard Rob when the town and city portion was on the final destination side, but now those platforms will always be there on the side, offering an extra mix-up opportunity for Rob in this disadvantage. But although, at the same time, as I'm saying it,
Juice is picking it.
He's pushing his advantage state so well right now.
Mm-hmm.
But now,
red team pushed in the corner.
Yeah, Rafi X really trying to hold the center stage. A couple of trades and out of shield punishes between all these different characters, just making sure to keep everyone honest. Ooh, Bowser's got nowhere to run, and neither does Rafi.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rafi just trying to make it back on, and Juice just picking his right moment to disrupt the recovery. A lot of confident play by red team. The moment that they take the stage, they just kind of wait for their moment to find their picks, and that's kind of what you do against heavies. Is the onus is on them to put forward some crazy goofball answer, otherwise they're just going to take so much abuse.
And now great Ivy Sword combos coming out again, racking up damage super quick on these second stocks of the blue team. This is a renewed red team for sure. They're playing so much different than games 1 and 2.
Oh, all the stalking for the Ivy Sword up airs coming out from Beast.
Even looking threatening with Vine Whip. It's a nerf move, but it's still pretty strong. And oh no, that's a...
Ooh. What was the spike? I saw something...
Side B spike.
Oh, side B from Falco, I see. Okay, yeah.
It's very unfortunate positioning on the part of Beast. He just had nowhere to go. He trying to ride the wall as much as he could, but then there was a Falco spike in your face.
So overall, though, still the slightest of leads for the red team. Juice holding on to that first stock very nicely. And just meanwhile, looking to assist Beast when he's being covered by Rafi right there, and Rafi picking up the side special he needed off stage.
He came from downtown from that, too. He was fighting Charizard on the right side, and he just sprinted over. He's like, okay, there's a Falco recovering? Excuse me, I got a side B right now. Cool. Get over there.
Quietly, sweet spot, Charizard Exiled has been like an MVP this set. Just been picking up over and over again, 2 frames on the ledge right there, just back to back. And that helps put red team in such a nice position now. Full stocks to spare against this heavyweight team.
And Charizard F-Tilt's a move that got buffed.
Yeah, my number's correct.
That move was pretty good beforehand. They made it even better. Maybe I just complain because we have a lot of Pokemon trainers on our scene.
our scene being Smash Ultimate? Like, that's not really narrowing it down.
You're not wrong. Sneaking a stock onto Rafi. I actually didn't even see the exchange. He was just, okay, get out of there, start the game over. 4 stocks to 1, and it's Bowser in the 1v2? Yeah, I'm out.
All right.
Just go to game 5.
This is absolutely going straight to game 5. I see it, yeah, Rafi and Exile taking a close look at their counter pick options. I'm not really sure what their best pick here is. I would guess it would probably be
Triplat, maybe?
Yeah, Triplat might end up being it, because I mean it's just Battlefield though, right? So that's still a very wide side blast zone.
Well, Story does exist. I have to imagine it's banned though.
So they're going to be going to Stadium 2. Actually, this is the stage they won on, game 1, and they are allowed to just go back here. And I honestly can't fault it. I mean, when you get the opponent on the very edge of Stadium, there's not that much distance between there and the blast zone. It's just from center of Stadium to the edges is such a huge distance.
Because that base platform is so large.
So I can see them just trying to rework that same magic that they had in the first game. I mean, if all else fails, right? Like, something was working on the stage. But here we go, game 5, going right into it. Blue team off to a pretty okay start. And it looks like Rafi, yeah, looking to just disengage from the get-go. Just tossing out these tops and lasers, looking to stock on whatever moments he can with the falling nairs.
Yeah, Nair absolutely is a disengagement tool in that situation. You start to see these Falco combos get started, you got to get down there and save your guy, right? You don't want to let Bowser just eat that damage that he's been eating for so much in the past 2 games.
And it's a similar principle to like Snake and Grenades too, right? Because Bowser's so heavy, if you nair both characters, Bowser ends up on top in that trade.
Oh, and the tech read. See you later.
Very nice stuff. Rafi caught off stage, makes it back, and keeps a great wall going for his teammate to make it back as well.
Oh, just go right through. I love that exchange, but not enough to kill the Ivysaur. Excellent DI.
Other than that, Rafi's staying on very well on the ledge.
He doesn't mind taking his time to get up from these ledges. And a couple of more spikes have been landing for the red team. They've been able to get the spike KOs onto the blue team more than they did in games 1 and 2 to really take advantage of Rob's bad recovery. But you got to do more than that right now. Of course, that's a start.
Yeah, they for a bit they were looking for a way to take out Rafi, and they just realized, like, wait a minute, his teammate is at such high percent. What if we just hit Exiled in the face? Cleaned up that first stock. He's at 170%, and meanwhile, Rafi not even really looking at it as an option, just immediately wanted to help reinforce Exiled against Juice.
And Juice is down to 1 stock now. This is really scary. But whoa, Max Rich Charizard Bear almost killing Rob at like 90 from center of stadium. So that's a move.
There we go, though. Up air.
Oh, spike right back on the right side. Juice getting it started.
Okay, we have ourselves a dead even game between these two teams.
Because Bowser, unfortunately, is going to back air Rob in the face. But that does mean this is going to be a very exciting conclusion to this Game 5.
We have red team holding on to stage really nicely. Again, this is a trend we saw in the second half of this set, is their ability to juggle both of these heavyweights.
And the Ivysaur combos, again, getting started super strong against Bowser, but now Bowser able to answer right back. Rafi's been playing over on the right side a little bit more than he was in the beginning of this game, and that, okay, oh, you just killed your teammate, no!
Oh, no! That's so tragic. It's going to take a lot to come back from, but whoa, okay, that's how you do it. Just tech chase into it, forward smash, obviously.
Bowser has so much kill power that he's absolutely a comeback character. So that makes a lot of sense. And of course, Exiled starting to make a great play to even up this game. Look at this percent. It's so close.
This is actually going to be all down to whichever one loses one of their team members first at this point. And it looks like, oh no, not again. These ambitious rotor arms coming out from Rafi, unfortunately catching his teammate.
Yeah, and it's costing him because now Exiled's taking more damage from the Ivysaur, while you had to take all this time to recover. Again, it's the little Luigi missile that we were talking about earlier in our block. Now Charizard's here to play. You know what that MVP move is, the F tilt on the ledge.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that at all times.
What a beautiful down smash by Exiled, and it takes care of the beast problem. It's just Juice against 2 characters at very bloody percents, though. Juice can just find his composure a little bit. What a beautiful tech out.
How did he sneak past that?
I don't know, to be honest. I've never seen that mess up before. But there we go. The up air should absolutely do the trick. Rafi and Exiled wrapping up against Juice and Beast. Fantastic showing by both teams. They're going down to the absolute wire. I was really worried for the blue team, especially with some of those misaligned rotor arms. But just the one great smash attack near the end by Exiled, or he actually had 2 near the very end, right, where he got maximum value punishes. That absolutely turned the tides to their favor.
I don't think he actually even used that down smash the entire set until that very last stock Game 5. So just reminding you the options there. Reminding you that Wolf's down smash ain't nothing. Bowser's down smash is the new hotness, guys. That move is insane. And of course, very fast, gets the job done.
Yeah.
Clutch play from Exiled in that Game 5.
Absolutely. I mean, it was just off those knockdowns. It turned out being the deciding factor, which is something we hadn't really seen being the focus of blue team's play up until at that point. It's also, like, I feel like the disengagement by Rafi in that last game was kind of working here and there, because he was, like you pointed out, he was like sticking to the right side of the stage, tossing out projectiles a lot more, just kind of assisting, providing covering fire rather for Exiled's aggressiveness, which, again, if you hit all the characters on the screen with it, Bowser's going to be hurt the least from, like, in terms of a sheer damage perspective. So it's not the worst idea, and especially if you only hit one of the opposing team members, and then Bowser's fine and you can capitalize off that, then they're in for a world of hurt as well. So very nice stuff. I'm very happy with what I saw of Exiled's play. I'm kind of surprised that I wasn't able to find much on him personally, but maybe I was just searching the wrong corners because he was looking nice.
Yeah, that was a really fun set to watch. And, of course, the New England team going to hang on by the skin of their teeth. Moving on, they're guaranteed 9th. I don't know who they're going to end up playing in to qualify for top 8, but that should be a fun set, too.
I think we're just going to have a lot of fun sets, like you pointed out. This is a
doubles
hotbed.
At this level is such a treat.
Yeah, this is a hotbed area when it comes to doubles, and we're getting to see a whole lot of it. Just the amount of fight that we saw put up. I'm still thinking about that Jewel and Professor MGW, yeah, versus Leo and Dark Wizzy. What an incredible stuff. And that was like the 9th seed of the bracket, if my math, if
No,
my
I think
bracket
it was
math?
like the 16, 17.
16, 17
Because
seed.
there were a couple of upsets they pulled.
Okay, yeah, that's right,
that
that's right, yeah.
Oh, they might have been the 9th seed. Maybe I'm completely getting wrong. But, I've never been wrong on commentary before, so that would be a first. So if that happens, I apologize.
If it does happen, if you can like screen cap it so I can hang it on my wall, I'd really appreciate that, guys.
Well, you know what? You know what I really appreciate?
What?
This next set.
Oh, yes.
Guess who's here?
This is what you've been waiting for. We got M2K
Team Jank Incarnate. I love
and Salem coming out to have fun. Like, here's the thing, Sturm. Like, this is my call that I made while we're on break. I'm personally expecting this to be the hardest run over we're going to see in our entire block. I am expecting Mars and Light to not let Salem and M2K get any of their crazy little shenanigans started. I don't expect them to fall for any of it at all.
We'll see. I've been saying Incineroar kind of nice in doubles, so...
So you were talking about Salem's...
hero.
This is the MVG hero, which is a Meek Gunner?
Oh, they got to be button checking or
okay,
something.
There's button checking, yeah.
There's like a lot of weird characters on this screen right now.
This is definitely just a button check. Okay.
Gotta be button check. But
we'll tell the moment that they start moving around. Okay, yeah.
That makes sense, because if M2K is playing doubles in both games right now, I'm not sure if he is or not, but like you got to get those warm-ups in.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
so
Incineroar, okay, so...
Yeah, tell us why you're excited, Sturm.
Incineroar in doubles, you get to revenge off of your teammate sometimes.
Isn't the multiplayer like penalty still apply for friendly fire in doubles?
I don't know. I don't think that works for revenge.
That's not a thing for revenge?
It's not like the bucket thing.
Yeah, because I was thinking bucket and also Psy Magnet, where they have like penalties apply, where you like only get like a 1-to-1 ratio as opposed to like the beefy
it's
like
just for
3
heals
times.
and bucket. I don't think it applies for revenge. So revenge can lead to. I mean, it's really hard to set up. It takes, in order to get max revenge stacks, you got to hit him 3 times with 3 really strong moves.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, where's Hero gonna find 3 really strong moves though?
Good question.
So
actually, you could stack revenge with just semi-charged side B from like all the way across the stage.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And Incineroar could just be ready for it. Oh, I'm so hyped. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah, fully charged side B on the ledge to catch a wake-up option while Incineroar gets to get a revenge off of it.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
But what we'll probably have is both of them being ledge trapped to death. I'm just saying it. I'm a voice of reality here, Sturm. I don't see it happening. I'm prepared to look foolish if it somehow does look like happen.
Let the kid dream, G-Pick. Let the kid dream.
He's not trying to dream. He's trying to give people nightmares. It's entirely different, and I'm not about it. Light and Mars, keep us in the clear here. Keep us in the light. Stop this nonsense. I don't want to see this work.
This is everything I wanted it to be and more. Okay.
Okay.
Game 1. Hero and Incineroar, Team Purple.
Town and City, very large blast zones here. I think it might mitigate some of the cheese effect.
But already taking his lumps here is Salem, as you tend to as Hero. Your get-off-me options are very limited with this character.
And yet you're facing 2 of the best rushdown characters in the game. The ability to ever find time to breathe and pull out that menu is very, very unlikely.
But all right, Mutaking using all of his super armor-heavy options that he can, just get these players off him. We can see a couple of command grabs already. We see up Bs out of disadvantage, just to kind of use that armor as a soft parry.
Whack and we have already the Shine ready to come out. The one thing I'm surprised is when Salem finds a moment to breathe, I don't see him charging up his neutral special, and I feel like that would be such a huge boon to bring to the doubles table.
I think it's because you really don't have too much time to breathe at all versus these characters. Remember, this is Fox and Zero Suit Samus.
That is very fair.
Fast.
Yeah, I suppose if the moment they see him start charging, they're going to just get on his face for it. And Hero finding the chance to
nice tech, and that actually kills Salem.
Okay, and he gets the Psych Up.
Yeah, he gets Psych Up going. You know what? Psych Up, revenge, shenanigans. Let me dream.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
He's just going to get stage by Firefox. I'm sorry, sir. Not going to happen.
All right, revenge up air. That didn't really do too much
It was
stuff.
an extremely low % Zero Suit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Light still on his first stock as well.
Snooze. Careful.
And
okay.
Light is just so ready. Every single time one of these projectiles might come out, we see the Shine ready to go.
And now this blue team does have a pretty good grasp of the stage as Zero Suit has to recover, but Fox just breaks the zone one time, and that's really all it takes. But whoa! All of a sudden, almost dying to an upbeat to the left here is Mars.
Great just ledge coverage coming out from Light. And you have Mars once again stalking that roll distance to try to keep the opposing team honest.
That's by the way, that command grab from Incineroar, that's another move where you really don't want to get hit by it if your teammate gets grabbed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you run into it, just stay away. Because he has like full armor on that whole thing, and it's just, you really can't do anything about it. Like, you can't even hit him out of it like you can hit him out of Bowser's.
Okay, the back air nearly wiping out Light, but in the meantime, actually killing his teammate. Salem on down to his last stock, and we have M2K in a very scary spot. Light looking for a footstool there, it looked like.
Yeah, that was definitely a footstool attempt, which can really mess up Incineroar's recovery, which is not a very strong move. But okay, Hero answered right back. Stock for stock in this game, G-Pick. Let me dream.
The tiniest lead for blue team, all right.
Okay, there's that semi-charged side special, which can just control so much space.
It's also, you can't reflect it too. It's just beautiful, beautiful poke.
It's a physical move.
Yeah.
And now, okay, this is what you are rooting for.
Yes.
Absolutely
the smothering 2 1v1s happening on opposite sides of the screen.
The rushdown characters getting in and just messing stuff up. But okay, Hero really helping Incineroar recover there.
I mean, that's the danger when you have this team of Hero and Incineroar. They're both so slow-moving characters that if they do get divided on other sides of very large stages, they can't assist each other at all.
It's kind of why I question why Town and City was the pick, but you know what? There's a command grab. Your team finds one more of those, and oh!
Psych up. Oh! Almost picking up the side special, and here we go, though. Light can find his way coming back down.
Okay, there's the light up smash, the classic.
And he just gets killed by the medium charged side special coming out from Salem. Salem and M2K taking the first game. Sturm, you got it.
You were sleeping on them. Don't sleep on these guys. Unless he snoozes you, don't sleep on him, all right?
I was beyond sleeping. I was like taking melatonin, right? I just didn't want to I didn't want to be awake. I didn't want to believe in this, but it turns out this is a very serious threat now.
I mean, Mewtwo King's one of the best doubles players of all time.
You know what?
Sleep on this
You're
man.
Actually right. And Salem
is the wild card. He's always throwing a monkey wrench in any best laid plan at any tournament, of course, right?
Yeah.
And Hero is insane, and I'm of the opinion. I will present a capital commentator, capital opinion.
Okay.
That I don't think Hero's that great. I think he's like low mid tier, right?
I thought you were going to say something controversial.
But I think he's really good in doubles.
Okay.
Oh no. Like, you know, the controversy is, should you ban him? Like, I don't think you should ban him. He's not that good.
No.
But in doubles, he's really strong. He has really good space control tools. The wild card, absolutely, of command menu and crits can just ruin a day.
You know what the difference?
He's much harder to keep track of with 4 people on the screen.
You know what the difference is that in singles, you're just fighting a Hearthstone player with no minions. But in doubles, he has a taunt minion.
Yes, there's a taunt minion.
Yeah, and he's ready to work around that. I think that's absolutely.
He has the Armagadillo in this case, which is that's Mewtwo King's Incineroar. It gives all your taunt minions +2/+2 in your hand every turn.
There you go.
Pretty good stuff.
I actually am gonna miss any Hearthstone reference. I just know Hearthstone mechanics when I see it.
It's
and that's
really
exactly
good,
what
really annoying new warrior card they printed because they keep giving Warrior awesome cards.
Yeah, like the new Dr. Boom. What's up with that?
Hey, it's getting nerfed on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't even follow the game, and I'm looking forward to it. That's how much I hate Dr. Boom. He ruined the first expansion of the game, second expansion. But anyway, game 2 starting up.
Good times. Speaking of characters that ruin games, here's Hero and Incineroar. Game 2, still going to these big stages. Like I think that's a good plan on paper, right, for this red team. There's a lot of space to reset neutral with your fast speed. And then just turn around and then push your advantage state on these characters that don't have as much walk-run speed as you do. So all of a sudden, this blue team is just ledge trapped to heck, and this is G-Pick's ideal future.
Well, we'll see what happens. That was only about 20 seconds of it. We're gonna have an opportunity to just keep M2K pushed on the corner. Almost a spike there coming out from Mars.
Now Hero taking his time as well, just trying to get back into the center of the stage. And okay, that down smash was a little much. But you get a dash attack for your troubles.
Oh, almost getting the up smash and getting the sour hit there, the Pele hitbox.
That's a good, I'm stealing that, the Pele hitbox. I like that. I like that a lot. Good commentary. Oh, I'm going for footstools again. Everyone's going for footstools in this set. That's pretty cool.
And meanwhile, Light just kind of keeping as focused as possible on the ledge trapping. Just kind of loosely assisting Mars as he needs it. But I think that that's just a recognition of this is where we're strongest in this matchup is the moment they're trying to do a pull-up.
Yeah, this team falls victim to that. It has the slow character syndrome where, like we were talking about the Ness and Luigi team a little bit, where one character gets knocked away, the other one can't really come in and like help like diffuse the situation. But there comes Mewtwo King with the big knee to the face. That will diffuse light stock for just a short amount of time.
We have Oomph on Salem as well, which does actually increase the knockback that Hero takes, if my memory is right. So he's got to be...
I know Acceleratle does.
Does Accelerator do it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there's with Oomph. You might just take extra damage. I think it's sort of like a Monado Arts.
Oh, I could see that, yeah.
Anywho, back to this neutral gameplay between the two teams. Looks like blue team really trying to hold the center right now, but the Incineroar is bleeding again. And look at Mars go, getting another stock with an up smash. He hasn't even lost one yet.
Both members of blue team just kind of trying to divide and conquer as well, but you see how much easier it is for red team to just reunite at a moment's notice.
Another footstool on the Incineroar.
He's going
for the Shine Spike, excuse me?
He almost got it and he dived for it instead, like just plummeting off the bottom of the blast zone. But here we go, just Mars going ahead and picking up that stock, ensuring that they maintain a solid lead.
That's a really
blue
early
team.
stock too onto Hero. This is at like 70% in the very top of the blast zone. That's classic vintage Mars, right? Going so high at a spot where you think you're safe to go for like a mix-up on recovery, but by the time you're thinking about your mix-up, you're already dead.
You can just... I've found it's so hard to go above, like, anything to get over Mars's head, you know, like, literally.
Yeah.
He's always ready with the anti-airs, even in Smash 4.
He uses that double jump height so well. And now pushing the corner pressure once more, and look at Light also helping to cover with that boost kick. No punish to be had at all onto Mars's aggression.
I kind of respect just tossing Salem center stage to just keep the blue team divided at all costs.
But all of a sudden,
this is actually very possible for Mars to die here. A lot of caution required, and there we go. Sweet spot side. No! No! Okay,
oh, no.
They mashed out just in time. All right, I was so scared.
Okay. Hello.
I think, okay, that was Mars attempting to do some shenanigans. All right, all right. I was wondering what on earth that was about.
Okay, that would have been a cool combo. And Zoom is here. Save the day. Where's he going to end up? He ends up just back in neutral.
Acceleratle, but there you go, just picked off right in the moment. No time at all to read that menu, especially when you have two of the finest aggressive players just smothering you every single which way. Some sense of sanity restored. 1-1 apiece.
Talk about the wild card. Salem was absolutely playing for some command menu out there.
He was definitely just trying to top deck.
He was trying to top deck hard.
Like, that's all that is.
But he didn't find Leroy Jenkins. He found, I don't know, Sense Demons or something. It was useless.
I like Sense Demons.
Well, it draws two worthless imps from your deck when you're out of demons, so he was just done.
Yeah.
He was done.
Absolutely. You can't actually talk to me about Hearthstone stuff, because like all I ever ran in that game was just the dumbest jank possible.
Hey, that's a classic.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is Dreadsteed was just super fun to play back before it got nerfed.
Rip Dreadsteed.
Yeah.
2014 to, or actually 2015 to 2018, whenever that got nerfed.
That was
there's some
a year.
really silly. Well, that's because they printed Defile. They had to kill Dreadsteed.
Right. Because then otherwise that would have just never ended, right?
Yeah. You would have broken the server.
Here we go. FD looks like the pick coming out from the blue team.
It's a small. If you assume Smashville and Yoshi's story are banned.
Yeah. So this is a smaller stage so they can stay closer together as a blue team. Also, no platform, so the projectile pressure being put on by Hero has to be respected a lot more. Also, harder to get away from the landing traps that Incineroar has to offer. I can sort of see the benefits here at this level.
I like going to FD when I'm playing Incineroar, but I don't really play Incineroar in doubles. Well, I don't play doubles that much, so I just play singles. But this is a good stage for him. Anyway, here we go. Set is tied 1 apiece between these two teams.
Blue team already just kind of focusing light to start out with.
Makes sense. He's really light.
Yeah.
Kind of, not really a pun. I'm not going to call that a pun. That was just really bad.
G-Pick, that was terrible. You have higher standards.
Hey, don't turn that around on me. All right. Oh, he died. That's why you focus light, though, is because the... but the answer right back. I love the burst gameplay from both these teams.
Just keeping just a whole lot of nonsense coming out from both of these guys, just slugging it out with some of their biggest hitboxes possible.
That's Hero's job. Use that semi-charged side beat. Controls like all the space in the world. And you can even like knock back light away while putting pressure onto Mars because of the way it's so just darn huge.
I respect what Light's up to, though. Like, given the opportunity, he's like, all right, I'll just fire all of my neutral bees at everybody, just lasers for days.
Oh, that almost could have been a turnaround stock onto Zero Suit and with all the options expended, actually, that lazy little neutral air from Mewtwo gets the job done.
Yeah, we saw Light like consider diving out and help his teammate and just realized that like if this doesn't work out, which it very likely wouldn't, then he would be off stage as well. He just didn't go for it.
And the ledge trap plan will work out once again, though, as a jump get up is eaten up by the up air from Light. He takes out an Incineroar stock and evens up this game again.
We have the beginning of a ping pong. Beautiful forward smash. Excellent value.
I love that gameplay from Light, where they're comboing off of each other's jabs so well. We've seen a couple of now Light jab into Zero Suit boost kick, or flip kick, I'm sorry, spike. And we've seen now the Zero Suit jab into forward smash from Light. It's very great gameplay, just getting big openings from small windows.
And we had both members of Red Team just trying to prioritize finishing off Mewtwo King's stock. And then that's when Salem finally started bringing out this neutral special a lot more. And then finally, like I was like, okay, we can't ignore him. Like, this is going to get out of hand, especially if he gets a fully charged one of these off.
Kind of a weird exchange where Mewtwo King is forced to command grab his teammate in that spot just to make it back onto the stage, but everyone's fine.
Yeah, he purposely like doesn't press the button so that they both just stall out in the air. Light picks up that up smash. This is such a barely lead. Really great tech coming out from Light.
Yeah, he needed that to stay alive. And Salem was all over him in that corner. Now Psychup's in line. Be careful. With Psychup on line at these percents, we could just see an up throw KO from Hero. That is an option.
And Light's aware of it too. You see how dicey he's being about tapping the shield.
But snipe you with that, and that gets boosted from the Psychup, because again, it's not a projectile.
This is still within grasp of the blue team if they can find one way to pick off Mars. Mars is trying to be just as flighty as possible as a result. Oh, you almost lining up that side B.
Mars, though, is taking control of the stage just with a couple of dash attacks and just quick bursty options. That's again the weakness of this team, is their disadvantage state. They are going to take their lumps, but the reward they get is so strong sometimes.
Right, finally dealing with Mars, but we have triple digits pretty much on both members of M2K and Salem. And we just have Light just trying to just find the up smash, just deal with one of these fatties.
Backer not going to be able to KO yet, and so that Hero is going to make it back. Here comes a whack.
Okay. Just barely out of range. I thought the spark was from it.
Whoa! What a call out!
Wow.
Light, you are insane.
Wow. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. And I panicked too, but doesn't it do like the blue zoom in when it's the whack or the thwack killing?
Yeah, it does a different zoom in. So that was just me freaking out for no reason.
I mean,
it's fine.
I don't blame you. I don't, because like that was centimeters away from connecting. So that could have happened. Could have happened. But there we go. Mars and Light up 2-1. It was actually a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a competitive set.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating for sure.
We haven't even seen a crit yet. There's still so much jank to be had in just the one game we're guaranteed left.
I don't think any jink's gonna happen. Ooh,
that's
Bowser.
A Bowser swap. We saw how effective Bowser can be in doubles.
Yes, absolutely. And M2K loves his Bowser just as much as he loves his Incineroar. Been devoting himself to the heavies really in Ultimate, having an absolute blast doing it.
This is probably the most viable heavies have been really in any Smash game. If you have to ask me, but like the heavies were viable in Smash 4, but they were really, linear. They were so linear. Now they have real gameplay, especially Bowser. Bowser's, the way he plays this game with his speed and just his kill power at so many different opportunities is incredible to watch.
Bowser's allowed to jump now. Like that's the big thing. Like a frame 3 jump squad plus that fair, it's nutty.
Plus just like the craziest ground speed for no reason.
I mean, we say all this, but he's also at like 142%. So like he's been taking an absolute thrashing right now. That's it, yeah.
I feel like this is what Red Team is really trying to do, is just thrash the Bowser and take advantage of his bad disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, Bowser ultimately does have a larger frame than Incineroar, which makes him a little bit easier to pick up and combo. And just keeping him juggled in the air, especially when you don't have to respect the chance of a revenge or a lariat or the up B from as well, gives them a lot more excuse to lay on the pressure thicker.
Now we're starting to see some smash attacks from Hero. At this percent, you don't even need a crit to take the stock, but of course it would just be really funny. But there's a smash attack that always crits, which is Fox's up smash, but it's still not enough to KO.
Oh, so scared for Hero. Oh, And that was such a good adjustment from both Mars and Light, recognizing the mana burst for Riddle was, getting out of the way, and it just finishes off M2K instead.
And great text once again. What a great display of gameplay here from the red team. They were playing so good with this momentum now.
Yeah, those are definitely textbook. But
oh, stop that. Stop that. Get the pun out of here. I'm done with this. I'm so glad this is our last set.
Wow, Mars actually...
I thought you bought
really not spelling well for this last game. I'm already saying last game. It might not even be the last game, but like...
Another magic burst, and that knocks Light into it. That's enough to take the stock.
Okay, okay.
Talk about a gambit.
Oh, but there we go. The up smash doing the trick immediately afterwards. The side special. Salem barely able to survive, but he's in a tough spot now. And we have, yeah, already the stalking off stage coming out for Mars, just looking to finish off this hero while he has no mana to recover with.
Okay, stay away from that Bowser Koopa Claw. That move will just do really weird knockback again if you hit someone who's not the actual recipient of it, but everyone's going to play around it properly, except this is still Bowser just getting thrashed, and that might just be it. Can he make it back from that?
He's dead.
He's...
What? Just a footstool? Okay. Are they going to, like, send a message here?
That had to be BM, I think, right?
I mean, they got the win anyway, but
they got the win.
I don't know what they were exactly looking for there, but definitely something a little bit saucy to end up out that set with. But yeah, Light and Mars, a bit of a rough start for game one, but picking it right back up and winning the rest of the set so cleanly, just further establishing what a powerhouse they are in doubles. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I will definitely say that, Sturm. Yeah. Right. But yeah, it turns out that
we do have one more match.
Oh, we do have one more. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, yeah, Hero and Incineroar, maybe not quite the truth we were hoping for quite yet. But
I still had fun. I still had fun. That's what matters the most.
I think they had fun too, right? And I think that's what really counts here.
But, of course, number 2 overall seed, Light and Mars, will be moving on in the winner's side to winners semifinals, which you guys will catch just shortly. But we do have... are we going to jump into... I see MK Leo on the stage here.
Okay, Leo
we
and
might
Wizzy?
get a winner's semifinal match.
That would make sense, because there's no way they're in losers. Like, that's actually impossible. Yes. Oh, BestNess and Elegant going up against Dark Wizzy and Leo.
That should be fun. We've been talking a lot about the Ness Luigi team.
Yeah. This is, I mean, BestNess and Elegant, for the folks that weren't really following the end of Smash 4, these guys were actually doing fantastic in doubles. Not using, like, really any of the DLC characters, but still making it work. I know they won the last doubles major, if I remember correctly. I think it was Big House, it was something like that. I know, I was pretty sure it was these two guys. I could be mistaken, because now I'm not sure anymore, as these words are leaving my mouth. But I know for sure they won Smash 4 doubles at SmashCon, because I remember looking at that and saying, like, yeah, of course they did.
My favorite Elegant doubles story is at the last Smash 4 major that didn't have Cloud banned, which was Hyrule Saga.
Yes.
They won that tournament.
It was him and Stroder.
Him and Stroder. It was Greninja and Luigi, but they won that tournament, and no Cloud made top 8 at that tournament for some reason, even though it was very obvious that Cloud was the best doubles character in the end of Smash 4's lifespan.
I think that event was in an interesting spot, because it was like couched between a bunch of Cloud banned events.
Well, it's also not like the best Clouds weren't there. Leo and Javi got 9th.
Wait, they were actually playing Cloud?
They were playing double Cloud.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And they got 9th at the tournament, so...
What on earth happened there?
It was a wacky one.
That was a weird tournament. Yeah, actually.
That was the one where Leo lost to Zaki in winners. So.
Yeah. You saw the doubles end and I saw the singles end. Yeah, that was not Cloud's day. Not Cloud's day at all.
No, it really wasn't.
So, anyway.
Of course, Wizzy's late. Shocker. Shocker! Ban him. Get him out of my venue. I'm kidding. Wizzy's actually a great guy. I'm just ribbing him here with it.
So we talked a little bit as well when we saw Leo and Wizzy up when it came to the amount of edge guarding pressure that these two characters can put out, both in terms of the bullets coming out from Leo and how little he has to extend himself off stage. We have also Mario being able to not just flood, but also just wildly dive off stage with a fist out of nowhere, potentially taking a stock there. And we were looking at a team of Luigi and Ness. These are recoveries that it's very easy to throw a wrench in ordinarily. So I could see this getting really, really dicey if Elegant or BestNess get caught off stage and their partner's too far away to interfere. So that's going to be one thing that they'll have to be very cognizant of. We might end up seeing a little bit of a smaller stage picks to maybe help force these guys to keep together. Elegant already popping off for winning RPS, it looks like. then immediately going back down to sit down.
That's so elegant. He takes every chance to jump out of his chair, and he looks good while he's doing it, though.
You should see
some of the best pop-offs in the business.
Oh, or just the elegant shake, right? Which isn't even a pop-off. It's just the thing that's crazy is so many people, ever since watching Elegant do that, like all throughout like Low Tier City 7, they've been doing it, and like they just keep tweeting. It's like, dude, it works. Like it clears my head between every single game. I feel so much more focused. It's really onto something. Just getting rid of all that extra energy, which we know Elegant absolutely has. Being able to mash the way he does.
This should be a fun one. I'm very much looking forward to this set.
BestNess is always a treat to watch as well. Every time I feel like I sit down and watch BestNess, it's like he does something like, I didn't know Ness could quite do that. But it turns out he can.
Well, Ness just has, like, if you've been watching Smash for any amount of time, like, Ness has so many cool tools in this game that I really didn't have access to in the past couple, where, like, he can use side magnet, wave bouncing to just get in your face and mix you up, cross you up on shield in ways that just, like, are so versatile and so scary, because you have, basically every one of those aerials will kill.
Oh, yeah.
Except for, like, maybe down air. Like, that down air is pretty bad move. But, like, every other one of those aerials is super violent, and just no matter where he ends up on your shield, you're scared.
Or there's a chance he just empty lands and grabs you on your shield.
Or even just drag down up air, grab to back throw. There's all sorts of crazy shenanigans he can do. You really don't want to be, like, with him jumping into your face with that side magnet, because it's just a scary spot to be in. But I love watching Ness in this game. Like I said, my region has some pretty solid Ness players that beat the snot out of me the last time I played them in brackets. So,
well, we'll see what BestNess can pull out here. This is, of course, these guys' element. We've seen Elegant and BestNess do such fantastic work alone and together in doubles. So we'll see what they can pull out against the #1 seed of tonight's event. Already, blue team being forced into the corner, but not looking uncomfortable there.
Yeah, they're also kind of bodying Joker a little bit. Like, he's the one who's taken the brunt of these hits, even though, yes, the blue team is in the corner, but now look at this positioning. So, like, Elegant goes over to the right. He uses that Luigi Tornado to be really, really disruptive on neutral get up and on jump. And then Ness is over on the center of the stage looking for some kind of pickup. But nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's the downside, right? Luigi can't really mix up his recovery path. Once he's gone down to that low of a level, he has to recover horizontally.
And that's a big weakness in this game where he didn't have that previous in Smash 4, right? The Luigi Tornado was a pretty versatile get-up method, but Joker covering everything, as he is so known to do now at this point in time.
And that's where the devil's going to be in this matchup. If Elegant and BestNess are going to pull this out, they're going to need to have a plan for the offstage.
And I think one of those plans is BestNess. You saw him drop down there with the side magnet. You can kind of do some really sneaky stuff to gimp. Oh, no.
Oh, just barely shy of the air dodge up to grab the ledge, and that's an unfortunate SD for BestNess. Dark Wizzy and Leo off to the slightest of leads right now. But this could turn around at any moment.
Ness, before all of these crazy... Okay, wow, that F smash killed Luigi at, like, 99, I think? That was pretty early.
Finally, we have Joker losing his stock. But yeah, just a lot of these... uh-oh.
Double cape.
I'm just so scared to seeing, like, what on earth might get misaligned there.
But everyone make it back.
Yeah.
These players are very familiar with their characters' recoveries to know how to readjust in that situation. But okay, Luigi gets the job done there with a big noggin of his own. Up smash to kill. But, oh, he died too!
Oh, no, this is really tough now. Yeah, this is, especially because blue team hasn't really been able to find the moments for the edge guards of their own either. Like, these are two very good edge guarding players, but the catch is if they go off stage trying to hunt for blood, the other member of yellow team can then go and counter edge guard them and have a very high success rate.
That seems to be the ticket here for specifically Leo. Leo is so good at turning around those disadvantage states to advantage off the stage, and we've already seen a couple of kills in that manner. But all right, up smash everyone in the face, and your teammate's going to die for it.
Still having like half a stock up on the blue team, especially with BestNess bleeding to this extent. We already see him just holding onto that stage. Otherwise, looking for throws and just like PK fires. What? Wizzy, okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that will do it again.
Clean it up.
Yep.
Another sub 100 F smash kill, because F smashes in Smash Ultimate are insanely strong. No matter if you're Arsene or not. Mario has an Arsene F smash. That's for sure. So game one does go to the #1 overall seed on the left of your screens here. And it feels like they were just Like, it really felt like the game plan of Elegant and BestNess. I understand what they're trying to go for, but it just was disrupted enough by the slipperiness of Joker, particularly off stage.
Yeah, just the moment that they were caught near that ledge, just where they were just constantly picked off at really low percents. We saw some fantastic. What was it? At least one good spike coming out from Leo as well.
Right.
On top of just, oh, there's the Elegant shake.
We got one.
We got it. All right. It's a new day. Town and City. Much large blast zones. I don't know. This will probably help when it comes to. No way. Okay. Yeah. That's still sent really close to killing though.
If that platform, if we were in Hazard's on mode, and that platform were rising, maybe it would have taken the stock, but no, not this time. And okay, so I was trying to mention that in the last game, that little side magnet drop down that Ness can do, it can be really disruptive to the tether recovery of Joker. And Ness is one of those few characters that has a pretty good option to deal with that tether, because you just kind of linger there and wait for him to do the rise, and then once he rises, you can nair him, and it can be really disruptive.
Like, that's the thing with the tethers. It forces Joker to be in that location during the course of his recovery, even if he's above the ledge. I can absolutely see what you mean there, Sturm. Once again, another one of these. I don't know how Wizzy is just like lining up all these up smashes so easily against this team, because I know both members of the blue team have a lot of Mario experience, but what? Okay, just going to pick up that Cyclone as well, closing out the first stock of Leo's.
He also tangled up BestNess in that scramble, but of course the trade is going to work brilliantly here for Team Blue.
I love the use of the grappling hook to just disrupt.
Whoa, nice snipe.
Wow.
Yeah, the grappling hook was what predicated that whole situation, is because they were trying to cover the high recovery from Dark Wizzy, right? But the grappling hook just took them out of the skies in the instant.
And then that in turn just set up the rest of it. We have now just another very strong start coming out from the yellow team. Oh no, and that's it for Elegant stock. And we have, again, this very tough juggle being set up on BestNess. Yeah, he tries to set up a land over Elegant, right, for that extra bit of protection, but Wizzy's smothering him so much he finds himself another hit.
All right, there goes Wizzy's first stock. I believe that was a back throw from this. I'm not sure what the stock was, but now this is another tricky situation. But okay, whoa, you actually sweet spotted the up peak on the recovery, but everyone's living. And BestNess particularly needs to keep living. If he can hold on to the stock for a while, it can really help close the game out, but nope, he can't avoid Joker.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You have Joker edge guarding while you have Wizzy just keeping Elegant stop on the other side of Town and City. Like, there's no way Elegant gets there to save BestNess.
I know this could turn around in an instant. Look at this. BestNess overextended a little bit, and he's going to fall victim. But
beautiful.
Okay, great job.
And meanwhile, getting that Nair 2 to refresh the recovery, but not ready to deal with the control reversal of that cape. What a good pickup by Wizzy.
That was an incredible edgeguard scramble from all 4 players on the screen. We saw Luigi come in and finally find an opportunity to turn around an edgeguard, which would have certainly killed BestNess as stock, but of course Wizzy is also incredibly strong at this game too.
Did you see what Leo was doing that whole time? That whole 2v1?
He was just waiting.
Showing off his crouching animation just over and over again.
Wi-Fi doubles, man.
Yeah, and then F-smashing, and the F-smash works. But that last edgeguard scramble, I think that's just a great showcase. Like, it's not like BestNess and like Elegant are like free pickings whenever they're off stage. Even though like it might sound like it with the way that we're describing it, they're both extremely competent in the edgeguard in their own right. They've taken out countless stocks. But the main thing is just when they're divided, they have a hard time really showing that off. But the one time that they're both off stage together, we see just a beautiful sequence of plays coming out from both of them. But the catch is just being able to find that situation where they're able to bring out that level of their gameplay is so hard, because yellow team is so well put together to keep them divided on opposite ends of the stage, and then things get nasty if one of them gets put off from there.
That's why it's such an uphill battle. Just anytime you fight MK Leo in doubles, right? He can control the tempo on the stage, he can control the tempo off the stage. The man he just does so much work. And although MK Leo is getting the stocks, Wizzy's holding the fort on the backside.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that can't really be understated. Even though we see like all the flashy gimping, the other guy just standing in the right spot is also so much a doubles play.
So to Smashville we go, another tiny little stage.
Tiny stage, which hopefully can help blue team stick together a little bit better. But the downside is, of course, these smaller side blast zones. But as I say that, I realize because blue team has been edge guarded so much, small side blast zones don't matter. Yeah, that only purely helps them.
And we saw that Shoryuken in game 2 that was percentage points away from killing Leo off the top, which would have been a huge swing in momentum, but he lived just barely on the high ceiling of Town and City. That's a different story here.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, Elegant definitely noticed a moment to pick off something, just goes for a dash attack instead.
Oh, drag down into down smash. What such a versatile move that up air is. But okay, the answer right back. Here comes Elegant. He gets a Shoryuken of his own. Yeah, the tiniest of leads now for Blue Team, which we haven't actually seen up until now in this set. And what a time to have it too, though. They're down 2 games. Yeah, they're gonna need a really impressive performance here in Game 3 in order to have a shot to make it out of here. And Arsene's back, baby. This could be danger, actually, for Luigi on the right side, and he gets beaten out of his double jump. Yep, he should just be dead. But oh, the save! Yes! The save was so slick, but still Leo is here. But BestNess is just putting up the wall that Elegant needs to make it back on the stage, and the wall keeps going too. Oh, the yo-yo not going to be able to pick up Leo. That was an incredible sequence, and the Elegant's just persistence to make it back to the stage, and BestNess coming out to help his boy over on the side. Incredible. And it's just the start of it. The thing is, that was only really possible on Smashable because BestNess was holding center stage, but center stage is so much closer to the ledge here. That's what let him just intervene right at that moment. Yeah, it helps these slower characters out a lot. I do agree. And another clutch Shoryuken, you blink and you're dead. That's the Elegant special. But okay, breakdancing right back. This is now an even game. Just a tiny bit of blood on Wizzy, but not really enough to call it a lead. Especially considering the damage potential every character has on this screen. As long as the stocks are even, anything can happen. Wizzy putting on a little bit of that disruption as Leo gets a juggle on Elegant, and now both members of Blue Team caught at the ledge, but that's the funny thing, like, when both of them are on the ledge, it somehow looks like a fantastic position for Elegant and BestNess. The way they've been playing on these recoveries is phenomenal. It cannot be understated. And okay, just go for that spike with the Arsene invulnerability. It has invulnerability in like the middle of it, but then on the top end, you can really two-frame it pretty easily. So that's exactly what Elegant was looking for, which would be a cheesy early way to take out a stock from MKLeo, but sometimes you need that. Absolutely, you want that here. And meanwhile, a great tech. Yeah, BestNess just putting on a gauntlet between Wizzy and the stage, and finally Wizzy ends up falling to it. Now 4%, 5% at most separates these two. Oh, but the air dodge, no! That's it. That's just going to be Wizzy alone against BestNess and Elegant. These are 2 absolute monsters, and now they have plenty of room to finish their sentences. And the comeback character of the 2 on this yellow team is Joker. Yeah, Mario does have some comeback potential, but it's still going to be an uphill battle. I love the patience by Wizzy. He does still want to win this. He's not throwing his life away. Caught off stage. We have good recovery. Yeah, Elegant pursuing the drop zone. Okay, go for that quick up smash. And whoa! Did you see that? I did, and I can't believe it. Down throw. That's a thing? That's a thing? Is that sure a thing? This is the world we live in. It's a thing. I assume what happened. It has to be a DI mix-up or something. Right, because like you have BestNess trying to catch the far away DI, right? So I think Wizzy was like, I don't want to be served into like BestNess's up air. So I'm going to try to DI away from that, and that then sets him up to be caught by the up special. I have to believe that's the case, because that would be insane if that was just always guaranteed. I know that window's on some characters. I don't think Mario is a character where that's a window. And that was also pretty late, because it was like 80, 90%, right? Yeah, so it was pretty late. Yeah, I'm really, my hands are off on this one. I'm not going to call that absolutely a thing. If it turns out to be, let me know, so then I know to be terrified from now on. I'm pretty sure it works on like some floatier, bigger characters. I can see that. I can see that. Mario is not the weight type that I would have guessed it worked. No. So, anyway, that was a hell of a clutch way to finish up that Game 3, putting this team on the board, the Luigi Ness Extraordinaires. So I would hope, and it looks like that's the case, that they banned like the larger real estate stages. So they ended up being brought to Battlefield. Stage that I think a lot of these characters can actually have a lot of fun they can do on these platforms, but ultimately, horizontally, on the shorter end, which is going to be very, very good for the Blue Team. This is what helped them so much in that previous game, is we saw how different the confidence levels were when both members of Blue Team were at the ledge versus just one of them. Right. So to Battlefield we go. Game 4 between these 2 teams. I'm happy it wasn't like a 3-0, because the quality of these teams is so strong that we deserve to watch more and more games, if you ask me. But let's get to it. Yep. Leo and Wizzy are just 1 game away, so any moment now, they could potentially take the stock. I mean, not the stock, the set. That's what I want. That's the word. Meanwhile, Leo just kind of running full control of half the stage with just dash attacks. He's playing pretty conservatively around Luigi. He's like trying to force Luigi to dash in, and then answering with a turnaround option or something of the sort. And he's also waiting out these Luigi turnouts, because remember, Luigi turnout does have frame 1 I do believe it's intangibility, or is it invulnerability?
I think it's intangibility, if my memory's correct.
But still, it's a frame 1 combo,
yeah,
get out of jail free option that you have to respect at all times. So just waiting that out if you can is a good idea. And of course, you saw Leo turn. He tried to turn around and F smash that dash attack, but it just reached a little bit too long.
Was he just putting on whatever pressure he can from that roll distance? Unable to really put on any punish on BestNess is coming back to the stage.
Yeah, but they can wait it out and just throw you at the ledge anyways. That's going to be the strategy. Even if there's no strong punish, the stage control is worth it.
Yeah.
2-for-1 special. Oh, okay.
The Flood trying to set up Leo, it looked like. Leo just barely whiffing his mark. Down air not quite doing the trick either. Battlefield with this huge blast zones. I think that's another thing, though, that's going to make Battlefield help out so much against the yellow team, is that they tend to be pretty consistent when they can find these edge guards against like a lone member of blue team off stage. Oh,
look at them go so low again.
That's it. Elegant caught off stage, but so's Leo. But so's Wizzy as well. Still a single stock lead for the yellow team.
What a crazy scramble.
What?
I think you don't necessarily mind that if yes, it was a 2 stock for 1 trade, but you were ahead those stocks anyways. So this just brings you closer to the victory screen if you're yellow team. Here comes a Luigi combo. Arsene out in time, but not really like a combo break tool.
Yeah. And just a side effect of getting beat up more than anything else.
And this Flood so disruptive again, but taking into account all of that here. But you can't account for double Arsene Bear. These teams are so dead.
Yeah, like they were forced to recover that low, and there we go. The counter coming out as well. Blue team absolutely
on death's door.
Yeah, like this is... I've seen BestNess pull off a 2v1 against, I think it was Leo and Javi. Oh no, that's not going to do it though. That's not how you start a 2v1. And that's going to be it. Leo and Dark Wizzy kind of walking away after a completely steamroll of a 4th game on Battlefield.
That's kind of an anticlimactic way for that to end, especially considering how competitive Game 3 was.
Game 3 was such a treat, yeah. It's just an unfortunate kind of string of misplays offstage, especially that final air dodge offstage as well. Actually, there were a couple air dodges offstage. I believe Elegant also air dodged offstage.
But that also just goes to prove that we were talking about like how skilled these two are, Elegant and BestNess are, at these recoveries, but also the margin of error you have to work with is razor thin.
Yeah.
Especially versus Leo, especially versus Joker, because he has so many different ways to edgeguard you.
Yes, absolutely. But guys, that's going to do it for us here, walking you through the first part of doubles bracket here. We have just the finales coming up next, if I'm not mistaken, right? Top 16 and top 8.
Just top 8. We're through top 16.
Yeah, so we're just in top 8 right now. That's right. So guys, you want to stay tuned and watch how this all shakes out. We see a lot of killing teams in that loser's end, putting up a big fight. And meanwhile, I assume Light and Mars is going to be on the other end of that winner semis as well. So you're going to want to catch that.
A treat to watch if they do end up playing Leo and Dark Wizzy. So guys, stick around, don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed the commentary, please leave us a line. I'm at LordStorm473 on Twitter.
I'm at GPixSmash.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast. It's always so much fun to cast with you, my friend.
Absolutely.
So guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.